All right, we are recording.
Break on that.
Yeah, here we are.
Looks like we've got ourselves a convoy.
We do not have a convoy.
We do, convoy.
Wagon does not a convoy make.
If we get out and walk behind
That's
it,
how they
Is that the
start.
title of the last episode? We could make that the title of our last episode.
One wagon does not a convoy make.
we've got it.
No,
No,
looks
we've
like
got
we got
our
ourselves
yes.
a convoy.
I like
Looks
that.
we got us a convoy.
Excellent. It's been done.
Excellent.
All right.
Cheesy Pete's. Okay,
Cheese and
so
crackers.
juicy crust.
So we're asleep. Bale's asleep.
Sleeping.
Yeah. It's pretty early in the morning, and there's a small, quiet knock on your door, but forceful enough to wake you up.
All right.
And Amir's what was Amir? He's like, we gotta get going a little bit. There's breakfast out here if you guys eat breakfast. We're gonna get going a little bit.
If we eat breakfast,
They don't eat breakfast.
I photosynthesize. All right. Thank you very much.
All right, so we'll be at Lighthouses.
All right, cool. Well, not everyone eats breakfast.
I was joking. You think Felicity knows the word photosynthesize? No, she doesn't.
I didn't even hear that. I didn't hear you say that.
I kind of leaned away from the mic because I realized I was making a Mallory joke and not a Felicity joke.
Oh man.
All right.
Wait. I will say, I'll put this to the recording. We talked before the recording about how this is kind of a low energy night, so this is probably going to be a pretty memey session.
That's
so
fine.
I'm just letting our listeners know.
Hayden.
Our listener.
You're letting Hayden know.
Hayden,
Hey,
we're having kind of a memey night.
Listener, grab a
We
friend.
apologize
we'll
in
have two
advance.
listeners.
Huh.
Yeah, you tell two friends, and then they'll tell two
Yeah,
friends, and that's
exactly.
like 12 listeners already.
Get some exponential growth up in here. You are just the top of the pyramid.
I
It's
wanna
Ponzi
talk to
scheme.
you about- I was just going to go straight for the pyramid scheme.
Yeah. Can I convince you to make a small donation? We'll send you a starter package full of everything you need to get yourself going on the
Memes.
chance of a lifetime.
Full of memes. All
But
right.
act quick. Anyway, so there's sounds out there of like Jungrok and Amir like getting ready. Like they're still trying to be quiet, just so if anyone's still sleeping, they're getting their rest, I guess.
All right.
Are we all in the same room?
Yeah.
Yeah. Bale
Actually,
has.
the bed.
Yeah.
The-
he
the
did
earth-
get
the
the
urchins
bed.
and Bale.
Bale slept on the pallet or whatever.
He did.
Yeah.
He's gonna stand up and like extremely loud back crack.
Oh.
It's like and start getting dressed.
Alright.
Cyril's still asleep. He didn't get woken up.
All right.
Not even by the back crack.
It was very gross. I'm glad he slept through that.
Are we gonna do any of the Foley work? Because I do want to crack into the microphone for Bale's back.
Oh yes, I got it.
All right. Oh, okay. All right.
That was a crunchy
okay.
boy.
Mal, in post, can you go and amplify that, please?
I'll do my
Turn
best.
that up in post.
Yeah, we'll add that in post.
Yeah, my back did in fact crack. It was
Yeah,
lovely.
you're the expert at this.
Boy.
My
I
whole
don't
back.
crack as much as I used to.
I'm just riddled with scoliosis. Okay. So Cyril is asleep.
Yes.
Felicity will
did he
wake
wake up?
up. Oh no, he's still sleeping. Okay. Cyril. Up and at 'em. This breakfast.
He comes awake all at once, like eyes open. Oh, no.
Hey, what's wrong? What's wrong?
Very, very, very bad dream. It was very bad.
Okay, just
Fire and flooding and fear.
take a
Everything's
breath.
burning. Everything's burning.
Hey,
And there were earthquakes and
She'll reach for his hands.
And yeah, Cyril will take her hands and just kind of like hold on to them, and he's like shaking. He's really, really freaked out.
Hey, it's okay. Just take deep breaths with me. Come on.
I want to go look outside.
Okay. She'll let him.
Everything was burning, and there were flooding, and the earth was shaking like it was afraid too, and the wind was howling everywhere. I don't know. I don't know. It's bad. Something bad is coming.
Like it was one of your visions. It wasn't a nightmare kind of thing.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Well, we're going to get this sorted, and then it won't happen. It won't come to pass. It'll be okay. That's what we're doing right now, and that's why Noelle is figuring out how to turn off the other one.
Okay.
It'll be okay.
Okay, I want to look out the window. I'll get up and go look out the window really carefully, like maybe is all on fire.
It's as you left it last night. As you pull the blinds, it's still a little dark. The sun's getting up there. It's starting to rise, but it's nothing really seems to be on fire. It all seems to be as you left it.
Okay, good.
You do, I guess since Cyril was sleeping, he does now notice the smell of a good breakfast. The telltale smell of bacon, that one's always kind of comes through.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
I mean, I don't know what it is about bacon, but it's got the
it pierces all barriers.
Yeah, it's a smelly smell that smells smelly.
Yeah.
Like,
it's accurate. All right, let's just go get you some. Let's get some breakfast, shall we?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any tea left?
Let's probably.
are you in the?
Check the
Are you
bag.
in the room asking, or out in the?
Probably.
I'm trying to. We're still in the room, I think.
Yeah, we're in our room, all of us. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. Yeah, I was just wondering if hospitality was going to reply to that or not, but
We're in our room.
I've been like right outside the door. It doesn't really matter. Cyril just wants some tea.
Yeah. I'm sure we can find you some. There's probably some in the bag if she doesn't have any. We'll get some.
Okay.
What does Bale think about all this?
Bale is like standing off to the side.
Really quiet.
I was waiting for y'all because what my plan was, I was gonna wait for y'all to go into the other room and just
Okay.
be like,
Oh.
Bale watches them go and he's like stroking his beard,
Okay.
like
Oh, he's so thoughtful. Okay.
so thoughtful.
Yeah, we'll go
Well-
to the other room. Cyril's like holding Felicity's hand.
Yeah, we'll hold hands. It's all right.
he's observing,
And she
and he'll follow them into the other room.
Okay, yeah. She'll take his hand. She'll kind of. She's not. It's not like she's pulling him exactly, but she's definitely almost guiding
She's leading.
him. Yeah, she's leading
Yeah.
for certain. Yeah.
yeah. As you come into the other room, hospitality very cheerfully. Good morning. I know it's still a little early, so I made you some breakfast. Actually, just put some pancakes on, so I hope you like pancakes. But if not, we've got some fruit. There's some bacon that's set aside. Some toast. Just help yourselves.
All right.
Do that be raw toast or well done toast?
Well, it can be as well done as you like.
It appears to already be cooked, so I don't know how you would
Burn it.
Well, we can cook it. We can cook it more. We can give you some bread, which I guess is what you mean by raw toast.
Raw toast is just bread.
I would like one piece of raw toast and one piece of well done crispy toast.
A crouton slice.
Hospitality finds that very funny.
You just put the poached egg there in the middle. You got yourself a tasty snack.
Eggies in a basket. Felicity
basket.
will let Cyril kind of get him situated down, and she's like basically fixing a plate for him, kind of asking what he wants on it.
Yeah, Cyril will tell her. He's just like sitting really still and like kind of hunched.
Yeah, she'll fix him a plate. Oh,
Right.
Miss Hospitality, ma'am.
Yes?
Do you got any?
Oh, you can just call me Hospitality.
All right. Hospitality. Do you got any tea?
Let me see. She goes to a cupboard. She's like, yes, we've got
Roll for that shit.
So she gets a nat 20 on her investigation in her own cupboard. So I don't know what rolling you think I need to do.
Roll for last week's grocery list.
She's like, oh yeah, we've got Earl Grey and Lipton.
Is it Bigelow brands?
Fuck, Patrick. Oh, you know, some of that grey stuff. I think we like that.
She lists off some real types. I don't know teas that well, but
Yeah,
she does.
she does, and yeah, some of that.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So, well, how hot would you like it?
Hot enough to make the tea. I suppose. I don't know.
I don't know a damn thing about tea. I'm trying here.
If
It's
you
105
you
degrees
boil
Celsius.
it, right? Like,
can I make it?
Okay, no,
Can I
that's just
make it?
Sure. Just be careful around the stove. And she's like, oh well, this part here sticks a little, so be careful. Kind of like talking about some idiosyncrasies of her house, but it's
She's cute. Felicity, do you want tea also?
oh, sure. Give me a little bit. That sounds nice.
Bale, do you want any tea? I am going to do something, and do you want to have tea also, please?
Who are you asking?
Bale.
Oh, I did not hear. My name did not come through.
Sorry. Bale, do you want tea also?
Well, did you have what type of teas? I was not listening.
She has a lot. It doesn't really matter. Whatever kind that you want is fine.
Stick that oolong.
She has green tea, oolong, and Earl Grey.
Earl Grey's good.
Bale will graciously accept the tea offer.
Does Bale want?
Yes, Bale wants tea.
Give him the
What
Earl
kind?
Grey.
I'm
Give him
curious.
Earl Grey.
The Earl Grey tea. I don't want to say that word in my weird accent. That sounds painful.
Earl
You don't want to say long?
Good day. Good day.
Grey.
Okay.
Good day.
Give me Grey. Yeah.
Tell Derek to say Earl
what?
Grey in a Scottish accent.
Derek's playing games.
So Cyril will kind of go about making the tea, and he's kind of like mumbling to himself under his breath as he's making it, and then he, kind of serves it to the three of them.
Amir, well, I guess as you're making it, Amir's like, well, if you're making it, I wouldn't mind a cup.
All right, I can do yours too. Hospitality,
Cool.
do you want one as well?
It's like, oh no, I've got orange juice. You have you go right ahead.
Okay. And I will, go ahead and kind of make the tea and prepare it and present the cups to everyone. Okay, and when you're
Bale
done,
accepts it, pinky out, and
That's the way.
yeah, pinky way out there.
he's fancy. When
He's
you two,
seen fancy people drink tea.
Yeah.
when you are done with it, I need the cup back.
All right.
Oh shit, that worries me.
Yeah. Oh, no worries. I'm just gonna drink our tea and eat our breakfast. I think
Yeah.
Yeah.
After
Felicity
After-
has. Oh, go ahead.
Let's just say after 2 minutes, Bale pulls the string on his tea bag and takes it out of the mug.
For the sake of what I am doing,
There's no tea bags.
there's no tea bags here.
No, it's
It's loose leaf.
Yeah, Bale just eats his scrumptious toast and egg breakfast.
Yeah, I think Felicity has a bit of an idea, so she's gonna kind of hurry up and try to drink hers first.
Okay.
I rolled a 7 for deliciousness, just so you're wondering. The food's very good.
Oh,
7
cool.
out of what?
10.
Okay.
Actually, the food's a perfect 5 out of 7.
Oh, excellent.
It's
Nice.
very.
All right, she'll kind of like finish her tea and like down on the table, just kind of tap
I
it.
like the Foley work. Nice. Can I see it?
Yeah.
Okay. Takes her cup and like looks at it and kind of like turns it a couple of times, and he's like sort of nodding. Felicity, this is good.
All right.
Okay.
Good.
You have something very good that you're going to do later. I can feel it.
All right. Thank you very much. That's good to know. I will be looking for it.
Does what is his name? Amir?
Yeah. Yeah, that's his name.
Amir, do you want me to read your tea leaves as well? I don't have. It's not very strong right now, but I can.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool. And you know, when he finishes, he passes you his cup.
Okay, so do mechanically speaking, Cyril's gonna read his mind, but and then I'm gonna try and extrapolate something from that to tell him.
All right.
Because mechanically, what I am doing is I have rolled my portents and I'm giving them to people.
Yeah.
I don't have anything for Amir, basically. Okay, I'm getting. Okay, so the way that they're laid in the bottom of the cup is like, it's a road. You're worried about the journey.
He kind of looks like pretty amazed. Like, whoa.
Let's see. It looks like there could be danger on the road, but if you stick with people, you should come out of it all right, I think.
What about the stores? Are they going to come through?
Wars.
Like the grain that we've got.
Tara, don't know what you mean by that. What do you mean by come through?
Like make it.
Are they going to get stoled? Are they going to get stealed by gnolls?
Gotta pay the knoll toll if you want to get in that green hole.
Listen.
All right.
Let's see. I can't tell. I don't think so, though. I'm not seeing gnolls. You should be all right, but we should still be cautious. I can't do everything all the time. I'm usually right, but
Junkrock's usually got his big club, so we usually stay away from that. But sometimes they get a little pushy trying to get our grain.
we will also be with you, and we're pretty tough.
Yeah.
That's he's a little amused by that, because I mean, like,
Yeah,
well,
we're like
he can
two,
like tell, but you're like,
Bale.
yeah,
Bale does look tough, but I don't know that
Yeah.
Felicity
Yeah.
and
I mean,
Cyril look that tough.
Bale like he's at when he hears the amusement in the dude's voice, he kind of just like suddenly flexes a little bit, you know. his veins pop out.
Oh.
I'll roll
Control.
perception to see if he even notices your veins.
Vascular.
Yeah, with the 17, yeah, he notices.
Yeah, he notices.
And he thinks that Bale can like hold his own, but like I mean, these are, you know, kids. I mean, not
Yeah.
young kids, but they're you know,
No, they're
teenagers.
kids.
Like,
they're,
We're kids.
they're mid-teens.
yeah, I mean, I guess I think kids is like younger, but they're like, but yeah, they're mid-teens. Like they can probably, you know, do something, but they're not you know.
Just picture the nastiest high school sophomore slap fight you've ever seen.
Very tough.
Yeah, don't want to be in the middle of that.
These
They're just
tiny
rolling
little
on the
hands will get
cafeteria floor. You know.
you. Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Anything else?
I think that's everything
I
from
think
this
that's
cut.
all. Yeah.
And I'll give it back to him.
Bale looks relieved that he didn't have his tea read, and he gives his cup to. What's her name?
Bale, did you want me to do
Hospitality.
yours?
He's already given the tea glass to Hospitality. He looks at you. He's like, "Oh, maybe next time."
Yeah, she started to rinse it. She's like, "Oh no, I didn't know."
It's all right.
All right. Next time.
Maybe next time.
Yeah.
Felicity is going to hit something when she really needs to.
Very good.
They're there for a minute.
Mel's just kind of looking at Cyril.
Cyril reads Bale's mind.
Okay, note to self: no mind reading in my campaign.
Don't give me the hell of mind reading.
Oh Lord.
Whatever. I'm gonna make a wizard, and that's what all the spell slots are going towards. Detect thoughts.
You're going to be permanently in an anti-magic zone. There's going to be a beholder right behind you at all times.
Oh, I think you've got bigger problems then.
Yeah.
What is Bale thinking about? What are you thinking about, Bale?
What you thinking about, Bale?
Boy, Bale, what you thinking?
Well, so in the other room, he heard Felicity mention Cyril's visions.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I think up to this point, he hasn't really known exactly what Cyril's deal is.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't know that he reads minds. He doesn't really get the portent thing. James does, but I don't know why Bale
I
would.
don't know why Bale would either.
I mean, I don't think Cyril's come up and told him that he was going to do something that day. It's usually been Felicity.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so now, I mean, he saw the scene in the bedroom, and he's seeing Cyril do these tea readings, and he's just kind of he's suspicious, you know. He's just like trying to piece together what's going on. He's trying to have an idea that Cyril might know more than he's letting on.
Cyril kind of laughs a little at Cyril might know more than he lets on. He just kind of like giggles a little bit, and he like goes back to his breakfast. Selves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're just eating and doing a thing. It's fine, getting ready.
Yeah. After a little bit, you know, breakfast is winding down, and Amir's like, "Well, I guess we got to be hitting the road.
The old dusty trail.
Time to get into that convoy."
Convoy.
Convoy.
Yeah, I'm gonna just say convoy.
Convoy, mate.
Convoy.
Convoy.
It was a dark of the moon on the 6th of June.
Okay. All right.
All right, mate.
Yeah, and Hospitality's like, "Oh, it's always good to see you boys," and she hugs Jungrok and Amir. You know, Jungrok's still kind of like morning groggy. He's not a morning person. You know, kind of like, you know, hugs her back. It's like, "Yeah, good to see you." And, you know, and then she's like, "Oh, you come here too," and she like goes for a hug for, you know, each of you three in turn.
Oh, all right.
Cyril will hug her. He likes her. He thinks she's very wholesome. They share a very good hug.
Oh yeah, that's nice. Felicity will give her a couple pats.
Bale hugs her and gives her like the European cheek kiss thing. You know?
She's surprised by that, but she finds it very funny.
She cooked a very good breakfast.
Oh, thank you. Again, stop by any time. And here, it's not much for lunch, but I did pack some a little bit of lunch.
Oh, thank
And
you.
she says a little bit, but it's still a pretty sizable
10 pounds of
containers.
eggs.
10. she
Ladies
offers you an egg in this trying time.
Excellent.
Yeah, but it's like mainly like cold cuts and like
Oh, hell yeah.
bread and some cheese,
And a
and
fucking pastrami sandwich this afternoon.
yeah, and she's like, oh, don't forget your cookies, and make sure to include like the boxes of the cookies that she made last night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, anytime. With
Bye.
that, Amir's like, yeah,
Yeah, take care of yourself. Take care.
bye, and head back to the wagon. It's ready to go in the morning. So you load up and head down the road.
Here we go.
Rolling,
Right.
rolling.
Felicity will kind of play her harmonica. Pastime.
I only have so many
Don't-
harmonica.
you don't have to.
I was waiting for it.
I don't want Song of Storms. But anyway, she's playing a harmonica for practice.
All right.
Is sitting in the wagon? Is that right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. Cyril will play fetch with Copernicus
What's he
on
wearing?
the paper or something. Oh, what is
What's today's outfit?
today's?
Yeah. Amir, when they get out to the wagon, he's like, oh, does he still have that lion outfit, or is he
Yes, but
dressed in something else?
He has a new outfit today.
Oh my, what's he wearing today? And
Hey.
Amir is just super excited about this.
Today, Cyril is dressed like a rabbit.
I like
Is he,
that.
is he dressed in the skin of a rabbit he murdered?
Yes.
Oh, God.
It's a fur coat.
It's sort of a fur coat, but it's got a little
cute
hood on it, and it's got ears, like lop-eared rabbit ears.
Yeah.
A cute little bunny. And Amir's like almost moved to tears again by this
It's
new
irony.
outfit.
It is. He eats their brains.
Bale still thinks Amir's his emotions about the animals is slightly strange, but still, it's fine.
All right.
All right, let's go.
All right, and we're off. Jungrok gets the horse going. Everyone's kind of keeping watch because it's kind of a longer journey today. It takes a lot longer. There's not really any other towns between Croydon and Grimsby.
Are there any hermits?
weird.
It's weird. What do we see along the way?
It's still mainly forests, but you're kind of getting into more into like the foothills now. So there's like some slopes up and down. You're not really getting into any mountains proper, but so the trees are changing from more from like oak trees and stuff to more like pines and more mountainous trees.
What time of year is it?
It's I'd say it's almost summer.
That's what you're saying.
It's been a couple of weeks since the campaign started. It was like late spring then, so it's I'd say just about summer.
So what you're saying is the pine pollen is just murdering their allergies.
Not in this
Have
world,
allergies. There are no allergies in
This is a
Dungeons
fan.
and Dragons.
unless it's
Yeah,
cute.
there are two things that are not in Dungeons and Dragons. There's no allergies and there's no homophobia.
None.
That's
What?
just the way it is on this
That's-
non-bitch earth.
On this ideal world.
This ideal bitch of an earth.
Oh, right. Felicity will kind of nudge Cyril and kind of
yeah.
put her little strand of hair behind her ears.
Okay, and he'll message her, and he's like, "Yes,
Are you feeling better?
things are it's like the same as yesterday, but it's still I can still feel it, like being watched, but you can't see who's watching."
All right. That's...
It's pale.
It's Vale.
It feels bad, like it's just behind us, and only I turn around and there's nothing there.
All right.
Maybe I don't. I think I don't know.
That's okay. We'll just have to keep our eyes out, won't we?
Yes, we have 6 eyes between all of us.
Well, if you count Copernicus, we have 8 eyes.
Counting Copernicus, I forgot Bale. 8 eyes then.
Felicity like kind of giggles, but they haven't been talking out loud, so it's like a random giggle.
She kind of giggles and Cyril like
She's
kinda
like-
snorts a little.
She kind of snort laughs like,
All right. So Bale, he kind of like looks over at them and being familiar with the message cantrip, he kind of sees them like making eyes at each other a little bit. With,
no, they're not.
That's not what they do.
with the perception roll he made, and
Yeah, he did.
Nice.
so he sees them. He says, "What y'all talking about?"
Nothing.
But he says it in your head.
That's not what his inside voice sounds like.
Don't remind
Oh,
me
you're
of the inside voice. It ruins
God
my
damn it,
immersion.
It ruins mine.
My day, frankly.
Felicity, what are you talking about?
Oh no, I hate it.
Who the hell are you?
If we are all
Yeah,
three
they've never heard
messaging,
the inside voice before.
No, Cyril has. Felicity hasn't.
Yeah.
No. Wait, has Cyril? Because I know
think
Noelle
so,
did.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure Cyril did.
He's never messaged Felicity.
If we are all three speaking in each other's minds, can we all like message simultaneously,
Is this a
basically,
three-way
or
call?
not?
Yeah, I'll
Is this a
allow it.
three-way
I mean,
This is-
since two of you know message, I don't see why not.
Felicity will turn and look at Bale so fast that her pigtail braids kind of like whip a bit.
This is Bale. You mean you don't recognize my voice?
No.
Okay, so not only is this
You
his
don't-
inside
you don't
voice,
sound
this is
like
what he
yourself.
sounds like to himself.
Like all
Yeah,
the time, he thinks
he
he
isn't-
sounds like
This
this.
is what he thinks he's saying.
No, in his brain, he sounds the same as he does when he speaks, but it doesn't come across that way.
So
I don't like that at all. I can't work like this.
Well, you're gonna have to.
Not
I'm
if
gonna
God kills
pretend.
everyone.
I'm
He's
gonna-
That's
trying to kill
true.
God, but God's going to kill himself.
I'll pretend that it sounds like regular Bale.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, she'll turn and look at him, kind of surprised, a little guarded. Nothing. He asked if they were talking about nothing.
Yeah.
Just
Oh, really? Then why are you speaking so quietly? In your heads, that is.
we're telling jokes.
Yeah, I don't think you'd think they were funny.
Neither of you were laughing.
I definitely laughed.
Yeah, Felicity did a little
did.
laugh.
When Cyril and her were talking?
Yeah, that's why.
I was
Because
smiling.
he smiled
Oh.
and she went
Well,
Like,
clearly
so-
Bale did not pass that perception check.
Yeah, that would require just one higher. You were just one off.
Shucks. Just
Well, when
Oh,
Felicity,
having a bit of fun, that's all.
I see. And he just kind of looks at them.
She looks back at Vale.
Bale just keeps looking at her.
She'll keep looking at him.
Bale keeps
We
looking
were-
at Felicity.
She can't message him
We were
back, so they're just
talking-
looking.
Bale's eyes shift to Cyril, then back to Felicity.
Thinking about the dream I had.
You had a dream?
You were there when I woke up,
You
and
were,
I was
you were in the room, bro.
They were whispering or
about
whatever,
it.
though. So.
sort of whispering. It wouldn't have been hard to
Oh,
overhear. us.
okay.
Yeah, we were
Gotcha.
kind of just talking.
Yeah, he
the-
like woke up like
You're-
really startled and like afraid. I don't think it was.
Right, okay.
I think Bale would have
You're-
seen it and like noticed and been curious.
Yeah, Felicity
probably.
was talking softly, but that's because
Yeah.
she was trying to be soothing.
Bale, then, the dream of fire.
Yes, and it was all the elements. I think though was what will happen if the lighthouses all get lit.
Well, we'll just have to stop that, won't we?
Yeah, well,
The end of the world.
If the world ends, we may as well go down fighting.
you're like a
Okay,
see
you're
and
less
say. I
William
can't do it.
Shatner.
You're like a see and say. You're like Microsoft Sam.
Yeah, it's less.
Sounds
It's
like
less
it's
Will
so
Shatner
jarring.
and more
Yeah,
robots.
it's turned into the speaking thing.
It's so distracting. I have to hear you, and then I have to think about what you said. It's very difficult.
Words are.
Okay, think of how difficult it is for me to do this right
Then
now.
just be Bale.
That's
You
so
can, I mean, if you want to like, I guess keep real immersion, you can do it in like the chat.
Nah, I'll probably just go back to Bale's.
Bale,
All right.
please come back to us.
It was
Bale,
fun,
please.
but
That was
maybe I'll bust it out when y'all least expect it.
good. I'll always expect it then.
Just pretend that he's speaking in that voice. You can
Yeah.
use
Oh,
theater
yeah.
of your mind.
It's the theater of my mind.
Very
of the
good
mind.
at
Yes.
imagining things.
Imaginative.
Very
Yes.
imaginative.
So he said that fighting thing. That's less than
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Fighting.
That's actually
Well,
works out. Just chalking up some marketing fucking budget.
that's what we're doing, I suppose.
Yeah. It's a pretty uneventful ride so far. And about lunchtime, Amir's like, oh, it's coming up, and Jungrok, driving kind of pulls into a. Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
I'm-
that was not me saying let's move along. That was me
I
answering
thought that
Bale.
was like, yeah, we're done.
No, I was answering him. I was like, oh, all right.
No, I thought you were like, okay, that's just what we're doing.
No,
so
no,
it's
no,
time
no.
to
So he
move
said we'll
on.
have to go down fighting us, and she said, I
Okay.
we have to, yeah.
Well, I'm.
Our DM's just
Sorry.
dumb as hell. I'm just kidding, God.
You know how stupid I am. Don't.
Yeah.
a little.
I think our DM is extremely nice and talented, and he will never hurt us.
So extremely handsome.
Also extremely gorgeous. Yes.
All right. It seems like
Like-
two of you are getting inspiration points.
Oh hell yeah.
I won't debase myself like this.
You know what? This session's inspiration point for you is brought to you by Integrity. So that's where everyone's inspiration point.
Integrity.
A very
Special
special
one.
episode
No.
of Lighthouses.
Very
Very special
at the
episode.
end, we'll just have a bit. Hey, gang, we had a lot of fun here today, but I want to talk to you about integrity.
Tabitha appears from
Jesus
off
fucking Christ.
Because Rowland's here too.
Just saying that made Rowland appear. Yeah, you brought him.
Anywho,
What is Felicity gonna say to Bale?
she's saying, well, just what was the letter of what he said? Because it's been a minute now.
Bale
I'll
said.
just say that what exactly?
It was like
Felt
then we'll
like the
just have to
world
go
is
down.
going to end.
I'll
is
say
what-
I'll say
Yeah,
that.
the word-
No, I'll end it with like, if I'm going to burn, they're going to burn with me. And his eyes kind of flash with lightning a little bit. You know.
All right. I would rather none of us do any
get-
burning.
You kind of get a side eye from Jungrok, like when you're like
So we're all just kind of
Staring at each other and being.
the lightning display.
Yeah, his
Yeah.
eyes are like flickering with like
Yeah.
static electricity.
Thaumaturgy.
Whoa. Nice.
I'd rather none of us go down in any kind of flames.
Other things besides flames, there was floods and cyclones and earthquakes. It doesn't have to be fire.
Right.
Sometimes-
Thank you, Cyril.
My voice is totally gone. That robot voice killed me. Killed
Yeah,
my
get that
accent.
shit out of here.
He's dead.
You used it all up.
There's
So sometimes you just don't have a choice.
not going to be any earthquakes or floods or tornadoes or whatever else.
Would floors be that bad?
Yes, Bale. They would. The rest of us can't breathe underwater.
Opinions.
If I can sprout some gills, we'll talk.
Oh, I
I
might
know
be
it.
able
I
to
know
do
a
that.
druid that may be able to help with that.
It'll be okay, Cyril. And besides, Noelle is back there, and I'm sure with all of the time that she has spent amongst all those books, that's all she does, that she can definitely
Dale
figure out.
snorts.
She can definitely, probably figure out.
Damn books.
Yeah. She's very good
This is
at
a
them.
question for God. Can we call Noelle on our cell phone?
I thought that was the point. Yeah.
Ring,
Yeah.
ring.
Can
Yeah.
we call Noelle?
Oh, you want to tell her about your dream?
Yes, but I don't know that I want the drivers to hear about it. I don't want them to be upset.
Oh, don't you...
Be upset.
That's a good point. When we get to Grimsby, why don't you take a step off to the side and shoot her a
Can call her.
message? Yeah.
Okay. I assume, Patrick, that the sending stone is for the functions of this. It's a cell phone, a fantasy cell phone. Is that how that works, or is it like is it like a beeper where I can send her like a short message? So
It's
like a
more
text?
like it's like a cell phone. I mean, it's not a smartphone, so there's
and get on
no,
the internet.
there's no internet, there's no game.
The Google Maps,
But-
the fantasy Google Maps.
Yeah, there's no Google Maps. There's no apps. No
Zero can't
games.
spell through Tumblr on it.
How about Fasari? Safari.
Is this a fantasy
Listen.
Android or a fantasy iPhone?
this is a
Android or a phone?
Fantasy
is a-
Firefly. It's a Firefly.
this is a flip phone, fantasy flip phone, all with 3 Fs. Fantasy flip phone.
Nice.
I don't believe that's how you
Triple
spell
F.
phone.
That voice is banished. I rolled for banished. You failed to save. You're banished here.
I am resistant to banish.
I don't
don't-
think that's true.
The way I do.
I do not think that is true.
Yeah, it's I'll say it's I'll say that you can make calls and texts on it.
Cool.
Okay.
Shoot her text. He can. Oh,
To her later, I think. He can what?
it'd be cool. It'd be cute if it's a stone, right?
Yeah.
It'd be cute if you could like write a message on it, and then like whatever was written on it in like chalk or something is the message, and then you can erase it.
That's cute. I like that a lot. Can that be how that works, God?
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a
that's-
two-way chalkboard sort of thing.
Like a slate, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's not like a stone. It's not like a rock, but it is more like a small board.
I like that.
like Little House of the Prairie style.
A slate, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
where
yeah.
Oh, I remember
With the
slates.
I think a little smaller so it's easier to carry, but
Remember slates.
It's like a big iPhone, like one of the new ones that's
Yeah.
too big.
yeah, but it'll still fit in pockets.
the 3 R's. Reading, writing, arithmetic. That's all you need.
Yes.
That's all they teach you at the School of Hard Knocks if you're lucky.
Bale, I guess, like claps Cyril on the shoulder. He's like, "Why don't you give Noelle a call? A text, a tweet."
Okay, I can do that right now because I can do it. And be
Tweet, fantasy
quiet.
tweet. All right.
For tweet.
Shoot her message.
Think about what he's gonna say to her. What should I say to her?
I would tell her about what you saw, but also make sure she knows that you don't think it was just, a nightmare.
I feel like that's sort of difficult to convey in the size of this.
You gotta do it like
How many characters?
like a
does she have to work
telegram.
with
You've
here?
got just send it like a.
It's like a
Just
tweet.
do multiple. Yeah, like do it and then like send it and then erase. And then do it and then send it and then erase.
Tweet
Like,
chains are the most annoying things in nature. Please don't.
no, it's more like when you get when you have a flip phone and you get
Like a
multiple
multi-part
text messages.
text.
Yeah, multi-part text.
One of two.
Yeah.
Roaming right now. Is this gonna charge? Is this gonna cost me extra? Are we roaming?
Yeah, how many gold does this cost the urchins?
Shh, we're very rich now, Belle. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I'm
Where do you,
independently
where do
wealthy.
you insert the coins?
Yeah, that's a good question.
I guess it's I guess whatever you can write on like a phone-sized device.
Okay.
How many? So I guess you don't have a certain number of characters. Just
I mean this incredibly inoffensively, but can the urchins write?
Listen, you. Yes. Actually,
Okay, fair
I
enough.
learned
Bale.
how to spell a little. I learned how
I mean,
to read.
Bale as a kid in the streets would not have known how to read. or
Well,
write.
I only know because they tried to teach me before I went off, and then Cyril finished teaching me. So
Yes.
I probably wouldn't have normally, but Cyril made sure that I could read. And do some
We
things.
used to read a lot.
Yeah, we did read a lot actually.
All right, Bale hands Cyril a piece of chalk,
Good.
and
Okay. Are we writing to Noelle, or did you want me to demonstrate
chalk
that I
is
can
still-
write?
no, this is magic chalk.
no, it's still. Okay, no, it's not. It has like a little chalk stylus, so it doesn't run out. So you
Yeah,
don't
it
have
comes
to
it comes out of a
buy
little
chalk.
slot on the side of the rock.
Yeah, there's a stylus, fantasy stylus.
This is very fancy. I like this thing. This thing's very good.
Now, don't break it.
Very careful, very careful. Cyril's
Right.
very gentle.
So what
To
is Cyril
write to
gonna write?
Noelle, or did you want me to demonstrate that I could write
You
first?
can do both at one time. Write her a message and prove it.
I feel like they would serve the same purpose.
Yeah, just write her a message.
What
Bale
should I?
can, Bale
Yeah,
can
roll,
proof it if he's so smart.
yeah, roll for handwriting.
What is that? An int skill? I think that's an int skill.
I think it's dexterity.
It's dexterity because you have to I mean, spelling would
Int
be
is
int.
penning the message, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm good at both, so it's fine.
That's fine. I don't care if Cyril's good at writing. I just want to know if he's not.
Oh, Cyril's very good at writing. Nice handwriting. It's nice. It's sort of
Yeah. It's pretty.
So what
cursive
So what did we
handwriting.
get?
It's a little archaic. Oh, I haven't rolled for it. Didn't know we meant that.
Yeah, like, why would he need to roll for handwriting? He's been writing like his whole life.
because I'm
I got,
memeing.
I got a 16 is how good my handwriting is.
Yeah, it's
pretty
pretty
good.
good. I mean,
He's
it's
probably better than Bale's.
Handwriting.
Well, for Bale's
Yeah,
handwriting.
but it
It's
is.
legible. It's functional.
Yeah,
It's
Bale.
legible.
Can you
Yeah, it's better than
read?
Bale's handwriting.
Can you read, Bale?
Yeah.
How
We can
about
all
that?
write on this piece of paper, and Cyril carefully writes out, Bale sucks. Can you
That would be a
Felicity,
good way.
Felicity will take the thing after she'll write a lot, but she writes a lot like it's one word.
That do be a good way to wake. That do be a
Bale
good way to
sucks
wake
a
up in the
lot.
middle of the night, covered in water.
You'd think that, but you'd have to
I do
find
think
us
that.
first.
I do.
You'd have to find me first, Bale.
Are your feelings that fragile, Bale?
Yeah, Bale, we're just having a bit of fun.
Having a spot of fun.
I mean, you're the one that asked if I could read.
You,
said
you
right,
did ask
actually.
if we could write,
Yeah.
which I think the two sort of go together.
They do.
Bale just reaches over and underlines the word a lot twice.
Look
And
at
he
you.
says, "All right, now get on with your message, Noel."
Good.
Okay. What should it say? What all does it need to say? We can tell her, oh, Jesus Christ.
That is terrifying. I don't
that-
like that.
That, I was sent backwards in time.
Yeah.
Okay, which one of these creatures is Bale?
The man.
The man that cares about this a lot.
Okay.
Well, all right. If we're talking about
We're
it,
gonna
then
talk
I'll
about
go.
No,
a
we
lot.
can. Yeah, we can.
We'll get into the a
we'll
lot
get
later.
that later.
Please, Noel. Save
Give
me.
Noel a
Okay.
message.
I'm sending Noelle a message that says, sometimes I have prophetic dreams, I think. Had one last night, and I think the world is ending. Can you stop this? Mark. And there's like 4 question marks, actually.
Yeah, Felicity's,
It's like 4 or
Felicity's
5. It's like a long line of them.
looking over his shoulder while he does this.
Hey, he's ghosting
Did
you.
Noelle
Look at
leave
this.
me on red? Holy shit, Noelle.
No,
The damn turtles is ghosting us.
Oh, and
no, that's mainly the meme. But
oh, and then after that, he sends another message that says, "Oh, and this is Cyril, by the way."
so you said that you have prophetic dreams sometimes. You think?
He thinks.
Okay.
And one last night, capital D dream. I think
Yeah,
the world is
mid-
going to end.
midway
Can we
through
stop it?
Midway through it, just because it's kind of a weird couple message to get, she's just like, "Okay, like okay?" Question mark. But then like the rest of it comes.
Yeah,
through.
then the rest of it goes through.
Yeah. She's like,
What is Noel doing?
uh,
Last night.
she she messages back, well, we're gonna do our best to make sure it doesn't. I'm still at the lighthouse. Stop. It's even the one lighthouse seems pretty bad to be lit. Stop.
Stop.
Okay, I'll stop.
Can we?
But she's like, well, we're gonna do our best to make sure that doesn't happen. But we can we can try. It's troubling if this is true, but hopefully we should be able to stop them all from getting lit.
Fucked up if true.
Fuck, that is true.
Yeah,
Science, Noel.
Yeah, fucked up if true. No,
Frightening if accurate. Stunning if. Oh, never mind.
out of
Fucked up if
synonyms.
No, I can keep going. I just don't think it'd be fun.
It's not a good goof.
It's not a good goof. It's a bad goof.
Bad goof.
Oh my god, I thought it was the flying mount for a second. God damn it.
Cyril.
Yeah. So
Yes.
Noelle finds this troubling.
Ask her how Newt is.
Ask her what?
Ask her how
Newt.
Newt is.
Newt, our friend who took us to the island.
How is Newt?
I don't know how
Um,
she might know of that, but all right.
She's been mainly spending time on the island.
She just takes back IDK? Question mark? Question mark?
IDK LOL.
Does Noelle speak in Leet?
She better not.
No.
Does she want me to meet her outside Fally and trade her some lobsters?
Heals, please.
Yes, please.
Heels, please.
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 Heals, please. We'll pay.
Buying GF.
GF. Is Noelle buying GF? God, please confirm.
Buying GF.
No.
Oh, thank God.
GF?
No.
Cyber
She's not
question
buying.
mark?
ASL?
Oh shit, it's been 1,000 years, Patrick. ASL? Question mark, question mark?
American Sign Language?
No.
No.
Age, sex, location.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah. You play enough
Noelle's one of
I was doing
MMOs.
sign language.
Noelle's one of those.
You play enough MMOs, you unfortunately learn some things.
I've only played one. Maybe I played an MMO. I played
Wait.
RuneScape for a little while. Does that count?
RuneScape's definitely.
RuneScape is
It's
like
the
absolutely
MMO.
an MMO.
It's the
Well,
MMO.
I never played.
It's like the B tier MMO.
It's the poor man's World of Warcraft.
Yes.
I personally loved Maple Story.
That's because
Yeah.
you're a weeb.
That's because you're a weeb. Noelle's
Maple
probably a
Story and
weeb.
Gaia Online are like
What's the other? What was the other
You
one?
don't.
if you play Neopets and you still play it like for a long time, you're furry.
Did you shut it down?
I don't know.
I feel like it shut down.
What? Next thing you're gonna? What are you gonna drag me for Ragnarok Online too?
Oh,
Just
yes.
go for it. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You already got me for
What
Maple
class
Story.
did you play?
I don't remember. I had like a pet warg. I think it was like a ranger.
That sounds
That's
nice.
not a super weeby class.
No, that's the
In
furry
Ragnarok
class.
Online.
That is the furry class.
That's the furry class.
I'm not a fairy. I'm a scaly, obviously.
Obviously.
Well,
Obviously.
did your warg have scales?
Holy shit, that's just an alligator.
That's a weird dog.
That's one weird dog. Anyway,
Yeah. We can cut that out in post, right?
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
As long as Noelle's
Alright.
grinding gold for us, that's all that matters.
Yeah. Grinding gold to spend on bills. Yeah.
she's trimming our armor.
Yeah.
Anyway, like more about noon, little early afternoon. Amir's like, oh, it's up here. And he Youngok's like, yeah, I know. And and he turns back. Amir turns back. It's like, oh, well, we usually stop up here for lunch, bathroom breaks, as a little bit of a rest stop, but not a whole lot of people know about it. So don't go around telling people. It's kind of our secret. All right? Gives you a wink.
Bum's the word.
What do be the coordinates of this location?
Bail.
Roll for navigation. You've got you can use navigator's
I
tools.
get my sextant out and I'm like
Your what,
peering at
mate?
the horizon.
You get your what out?
I said sextant.
What's that?
What?
What's a sextant?
It's a
Is that a
cellular
Mallory
tool.
question or
It's
is that
a-
That's a Felicity question.
Okay.
Mallory knows what a
It's
sextant
a-
is. Trust me.
It's a tent you
Like
set up,
Mallory
and
knows
you and
this.
your loved ones go in there.
That's how.
It's the
That's
red
how
tool.
I was conceived. Actually.
In the
Yeah, I remember
sextant?
that.
Yeah.
Was it red?
Actually.
It was
Don't
fucking
know. I
intense.
wasn't. I wasn't alive yet. That was a better time.
Well, you were soon thereafter, because life begins at conception.
Right.
I would expect a
I-
cleric to have to say that.
became in that tent. I just arrived into the
Oh,
world.
Yeah, okay. Anyway,
Hi,
so
Hayden.
we're at the rest stop.
Mallory lore.
Content our listeners crave.
So, what is the navigation roll? What's the base stat?
You add your proficiency
roll,
to it,
my
right?
bad.
just roll a d20 and use
Proficiency
proficiency.
bonus, because it's your thing.
Yeah, but shouldn't it be like my modifier plus the proficiency bonus?
That should be wisdom like survival.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll do survival, and you can add your proficiency bonus.
Because I think that's how tools work, right?
Sure.
Sure.
I don't know. I think tools usually are like a roll on their own, and you add the thing. I don't really know how the tool
Whatever.
is
It's gonna,
supposed to
it's
work.
gonna roll.
Whatever. Yeah, that seems good. Roll.
Okay. That is a 13.
All right. You can't pinpoint it exactly on your map, but you've got like a rough area, and you know it's along this path, so you could probably find it again if you tried. But it's not going to be helpful to, well, really anyone else who hasn't been there.
Fair. Bill just kind of looks around. He's like shrugs.
Did you figure out where we are, Bale?
How did we do? It be about a hair past a freckle.
Those are not places on a map.
What was that? The urchins have never heard dad jokes, Bale.
Dad.
Well, that was me saying bullshit because Bale knows and James doesn't.
Got ya.
Right.
Yeah,
It gives
Bale's
them
like,
a-
oh, it's about here. If you want to point it
Yeah.
out on the map, like you can
Yeah.
point somewhere, like
He gives them an approximate location, plus minus.
there, probably. I don't remember where else I said anything else was over in this region.
Okay. Well, we can stop at the rest stop. And is it like lunchtime?
Yeah, it's about lunchtime. That's why they're stopping.
All right.
We can
let's
eat our lunch.
Stretch your legs, eat a lunch.
Yeah, and just as you like come around the bend, like the path kind of continues along, on a curve to the right, but they take the cabin wagon.
This is Little House.
I think I'm having a stroke.
Cool.
But they take the wagon kind of like off to the left into like a smaller path, and in there's like a small area. There's like a little crude table set up. Off in the distance, there's a little bathroom. It's kind of like right by a small stream. It's a pretty nice place.
Hey, get water upstream of that outhouse, kids.
So
What did
so
Bale
the,
say? I couldn't hear it.
He told you to get water upstream of that outhouse.
Felicity laughs a little bit. I have a question. Mallory
What's up?
has a question. All this time the kids have been traveling with Bale, I don't know that we've ever formally discussed what he is in terms of religion. You know what I mean? I've written down that Felicity wants to ask him some questions about, but I don't recall if he ever mentioned being a priest or cleric or whatever he is. So I didn't want to just retread something that we've already talked about, but I did want her to engage him if we hadn't.
I know Noelle mentioned to Bale that she knew, especially in the context that there's not many worshippers of the primordial
Right,
gods anymore.
worshippers, but
Yeah, I don't. I mean, and then she noticed him for a cleric because she also saw a holy symbol. I don't think that there's been much discussion between Felicity and Bale. I can't recall anything.
yeah, I couldn't either. But I was gonna ask if anyone else did or if
Yeah.
James remembered that.
If anyone, does anyone else?
I remember Noelle basically knowing what my deal was. But that doesn't mean if Felicity in character didn't get that. I mean,
I
what
don't
am I
think she
gonna do?
did because
Yeah,
they
I don't know
also
if
didn't
she-
obliquely say you're a cleric. But I don't think I mean directly. I mean I think it was more oblique, but I don't remember. So I was also
Yeah.
stuffing my face at a tavern, so I probably wasn't closest
Yeah,
attention.
yeah. We'll say Felicity missed that.
Yeah,
So,
that's fine. Yeah, I was just asking because I was wanting to ask some stuff later, maybe. But continue on with what you were going to say, God. Sorry about that.
I was just gonna say that they, start unpacking like the lunches. Hitch up the horse, let the horse, eat and drink, and like put like the lunch out on the table, and like, it's a lot of food, and it almost doesn't all fit, but there is still like room for you to sit and like, get a little cozy and still have a little room to eat food.
Okay.
Is there pastrami?
Yeah.
Pastrami.
Yeah, there's some pastrami,
Nice.
some ham, a little bit of turkey, some bacon, some homegrown lettuce, tomatoes.
Butter lettuce.
Oh,
Butter
pastrami,
lettuce.
BLT, Bill would just destroy right now.
Gross.
What is that? Oh, I
He's
guess.
got it in his beard.
Just like flecks going everywhere.
Yeah, roll. You're a messy boy.
What is that?
Sloppy boy. What is a sloppy boy roll?
Yeah, what's
I think 1 means you're sloppy, and 20 is like you're clean.
Yeah, but
yeah.
what's the modifier?
Uh,
Charisma.
Strength. How vigorously are you eating?
yeah, but you have to make it negative.
Yeah, probably
I'm
charisma.
going. Yeah,
You subtract.
I'm going. I'm going with charisma. Yeah,
All right.
That makes
Guess
sense.
who's
Yeah.
proficient in charisma?
Not you.
it's not a saving throw. It's not. It's just a skill check. It's not a saving throw.
Yeah, I'm rolling.
Well, your proficiency doesn't get added.
I know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just wanted to.
My charisma's a 10. Yeah, it's fine. It's a base. No modifier. So he got. Oh well, I mean, he got a 10. So.
All right. Yeah. There's like a couple of a little bit of like mayo gets on like your mustache, but you quickly notice and like wipe it off with a napkin.
Lick it off.
Let me tell you from experience. You know when there's shit on your face hair.
Yeah.
Do you?
Yeah.
You can feel it.
It was mayo, you said?
Yeah.
What?
The urchins giggle. It looks like semen.
Felicity gets a very dirty look.
Does she say that out loud?
No, I was just. it's hard for me to switch in and out of my accent. That was Mallory. That's why they're giggling.
Oh.
That's why they're laughing, though.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. Well. Yeah. But if she said that out loud, like Amir would have cracked.
I don't
the
want to
fuck
know.
up.
I don't want to think about Felicity thinking about semen.
Yeah.
So
The urchins are
topic
16.
change.
They think that shit's funny.
I'm almost 30 and I
Listen,
think that shit's funny.
I
It's
can
funny.
promise you that's the only capacity she's thinking of it in. Anyhow.
Yeah.
What?
Amir asks if if Copernicus eats ham.
Well-
Does Copernicus eat ham? Would he like a piece of ham?
Very much
Is
like
that
some
dangerous
ham.
to him, or
Make him do a flip for it, though.
Make him do a flip for it and watch your
Can I-
fingers. Or he might
Oh.
bite you on accident. He gets very excited.
oh, can I can ask him to do a flip?
Yeah, go ahead. Just ask him. Nicely. You gotta say
Copernicus,
please.
I've
Please.
got some ham. If you would do a flip, please.
It's like sits up on his back legs and like looks at Amir. And then he does a backflip really fast.
And Amir like loses his shit. He's like, "Oh, that's so cool!" He like tosses he tosses the ham because he doesn't want to get like his
Fingers.
finger bit.
Bit.
But-
And
but it's
Copernicus
not-
will catch it.
Yeah. He was.
His ham.
He's gonna need to make a dex roll for that.
Okay. That's gonna be a 20, Mom.
Oh yeah. Yeah. He catches it and it's good. It's good ham.
I think that's right. Yeah, that's 20.
Yeah.
Does Bale does Bale do any kind of magic at any point during this? He's pretty casual with his
I mean,
magic.
if you ask nicely.
No, I'm just
no, he's
meaning,
gonna-
does he do
You
things?
have to say please.
Because he I'm just asking because he does things pretty casually, so I'm just curious.
Maybe. Is there a time after the eating is done where there's like a little bit of downtime? Maybe.
Probably for a minute.
Yeah, there's a little bit of resting time, as you know, sitting in the wagon is kind of a boring work.
Okay. Then Bale, when they woke up that morning, Bale didn't have like time to himself at all. So he's gonna.
If you wanted to if you wanted to have time on the wagon right here, you could have prepped spells.
Well, for the purposes of this discussion, he did not.
Okay,
Yeah.
no, that's cool.
Did it
I
with
was
beaming.
just giving you the freedom to do.
Yeah,
As you will.
I don't mind. I'm just gonna say that he goes over and like sits by the river, and he starts doing his like water manipulation meditation gig. He's prepared. Like mechanically, this would be how he prepares his spells.
Felicity's gonna watch for sure.
And his back is like to the group, so.
She'll just watch him do that while she eats the last of her sandwich.
And towards the end of it, you see like just like almost like his skin is getting like a charge, and you see there's like discharges coming off of him a little bit. And
Does his tattoos glow more or something?
oh, absolutely. You know,
Excellent.
there's kind of pulsing in time with like the water going around him.
Very cool.
And then he finishes it up. He kind of sends the water up into the air and it arcs into the river, and he stands back up and goes and finishes some chips, because they definitely have bags of chips.
Yes, of course.
And he
It's a road snack.
finishes his lunch.
Felicity's watching him very intently. Just watching. Hey, Bale.
Hi, Felicity.
What kind of, like, are you some kind of magician? Because you don't seem like Cyril and Noel do with the books, no offense.
Have you seen me pull a wee rabbit out of the hat, girl?
No, but I don't know what else to call it. Like, you're not the same kind of thing, like a wizard.
I am nothing like one of those spellbook users using wizards.
So,
No offense, here.
Nerd.
What?
Oh, nothing.
so what are you? What do you do? How does your magic work? If you don't study for it. How does that work?
Oh, God, you scared me.
If you don't study for it, then like how does that?
Hey,
Come from?
Yeah.
there are things that I know I can feel how to do in me bones.
Right.
Yes. They are gifts, you could, in a manner of speaking, they are gifts, you could say.
Where?
From what?
Yeah, you're not just out of the fabric of the universe. That's coming from somewhere else.
Yeah, like you don't just got magic bones, like right?
He winks at you. He's like, I think I have magic bones.
Oh, that's a sex joke.
Nice one, Bale.
And Bale kind of like conjures like a ball of water over his fist. He doesn't conjure it. He draws it out of the stream, and he just says, "From here," and he holds it up.
From the water.
Aye, from the water.
Just in general.
No, it's fun. Look closer.
Okay. She will look at the water that he is controlling. And do I need to do any kind of roll, or can I see what's going on?
I mean, you could sure do a roll.
I mean, it looks like water. Like,
Yeah, I'm
I
not
mean-
doing anything special.
Okay, I didn't know if something was in there.
No, it's just water, but he's kind of just drawing your attention to like the middle of the ball of water, and like the depths of it.
Yeah.
He's like, there, the very essence of water is. That is what I get my power from, the Lord of Water.
Is that fellow? Oh, his name is hard. Sorry about it.
Titia.
That one. Thank you, Cyril.
Did you say? I didn't hear what you.
She
I
said-
assumed.
Cyril said it.
I assumed you said it's
Shit.
Titia, but I didn't hear you say it.
Cyril
Yeah.
said it. Thank you, Cyril.
It's Titia. He is the very embodiment of water in this realm.
But I've seen you do like healing sort of magic, and just usually I usually yeah, like what, Cyril?
Also.
Yeah,
You're breaking up, Tara. Sorry.
I mean,
Mean. Also.
is it not standard already to do that?
Mean.
lightning.
Lightning. I keep hearing "ing" also.
Yeah, I keep hearing ink, but I heard it that time. Yeah, that too. And see, I've only ever seen, in the church and things like that, there are healers and things. Are you some kind of priest?
I am not a priest. Some may call people in my station clerics,
All
but
right.
and he like looks at you and like again you can in his eyes you can kind of just see like a lightning bolt sort of thing going on, and Istishi has a bit of a temper, and that's his disciples can make that manifest.
From over by the wagon, because he's kind of packing up, Amir, kind of says, "Oh man, you would have kicked Belleril's ass for sure then."
Yeah.
Jungrok kind of like narrows his eyes, just kind of like gives Amir a dirty look.
That's funny.
There's no one in this fly speck of a town that worries me.
All right, mate.
I mean, I'll agree it's the middle of nowhere, but it's our middle of nowhere, so I think we're the only ones really allowed to insult it.
I think he meant more that, he's not looking for any trouble. He's not worried about anyone here.
Aye, good sir. I am used to the open ocean.
With your passive perceptions, I guess not Cyril, but you notice, Jungrok kind of like reaching for his club, and Amir's like, kind of like puts his hand down, like gives him like no.
Bale snorts loudly.
Yeah, he's not looking for any trouble, that's all. No one here to, really is looking for any trouble, I think.
No.
I suppose not.
Yeah.
And he like kind of looks at Jungrok with a blank expression.
Good.
He shrugs and continues loading up. They're like, yeah, we should get loaded up and get going.
All right.
Yeah. Well, now's the time to use the bathroom if you need to.
I'm good. I already took care of that.
Sure, Bale will.
Yeah, I'm
wander
not gonna get-
upstream.
I'm not going to get too
I don't really want to
blue,
RP.
but you can
Yeah.
do your business and then go on.
Thanks, Patrick.
Ready.
Bale fees. He fantasy.
Thanks for not making me RP.
Whizzing.
RP.
Pale takes a whiz.
Takes a whiz, a fizz,
RP and RPoos.
a foos.
No.
This is exactly what I wanted to avoid.
So at work we have an acronym we use all the time, and it's this:
Eh,
What does that mean, James?
It's as bad as you could possibly expect it to mean.
I don't know what I'm
I
expecting.
don't know what I'm. Oh,
Huh?
like oil.
Yeah.
All right, mate.
Great.
You're pulling the big string out of the hole.
I
The big
don't.
rod. The big
I
rod out of
don't
the
get
hole.
it, but all right.
I can explain it later.
When I'm
Yeah.
older.
Yeah, when you're older.
Yeah. Hayden, if you want to know, just DM James.
Just DM me about the hole.
Yeah, DM about James's hole full of oil.
Ew.
That's what took it too far.
Really makes you think.
I'd really like to not think about it if that's
All right, so after
right.
Vale uses the fantasy facilities, what happens?
Yeah.
Facilities.
Or facilities, if you will.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, you go down the way.
Drifting away.
Yeah.
Listen, cleric.
No one comes through the father except through his Sishia. Mel's skin just crawled. I can feel it.
Who's coming on? Who's coming on, Daddy? Where?
What?
What?
Excuse me?
You know what? Cyril's prophetic dreams comes true. The whole world is dead now.
Great.
Thanks.
Anyway, what we're doing?
Bye.
We're going down the way.
Driving the wagon this time. Amir takes over, because Jungrok drove all morning. If you see some nice scenery along the way. You can RP more on the journey if you want, but otherwise we'll just
Got nothing.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
you see some animals end up near the end of the day, still with a couple hours of sunlight at Grimsby. Grimsby's a little bit bigger than the previous two towns.
Is it weird?
But it's weird.
Grimsby is weird.
It's weird.
That's the town slogan. The town slogan.
But Grimsby
Keep
is
Grimsby
weird.
weird.
Yeah. That's its slogan.
That'd be a good session title too.
That's what I already am. Yeah, I'm doing that.
I'm writing it in.
All right. But yeah, so you end up there at the general store. It doesn't have a great name because it's the only one around. It's just the general store. There. You know what? Roll perception. We'll have that.
Okay. Let me get me dice.
Right.
Wow. Okay.
What does my
Nat one,
stats look
so
like?
something bad.
What am I rolling now?
Perception.
Very good.
Perception. Oh, that's high. That's going to be a 20.
And Cyril.
23?
23.
Yeah, okay. I hear you. I heard 23 now. So Bale doesn't really seem to notice, but there seems to be a lot more dwarves here than in the previous towns. That's
Bale's just looking above their head level, and he doesn't see them.
He doesn't
Yeah.
see them.
How tall is Bale?
Like 5'10", I thought.
He's in the high fives, I think. I can check his character sheet if you want me to.
It was something like that.
Taller, which is funny.
I mean, James is a solid 6'0". I think I made Bale 5'11". Yeah, Bale's 5'11".
That's what it
Cyril
was.
too. That's cute. They're the same
Felicity
height.
is 5'1".
It's just
I swear to God, she's shrinking.
well for one of the for like the first time in her life, probably she feels pretty tall because dwarves are between like 4 and 5 feet. So she's little taller than most dwarves.
Nice.
So she feels tall for the first time in her life, probably.
She's
We should
walking
go-
tall.
Let's go to that gnome desert.
Oh boy, she'll have a great time.
Ooh. Tara
With
loves
the, with
them.
with the gnomes who roam around.
Mads, if you
The
will.
nomads.
The
Yes,
nomads.
I was setting that up
The
from my
nomads.
The
session.
Roman gnomes.
The nomads.
Beat you there.
Yeah,
I set it up sessions way back, so you didn't really beat me there.
You
I was
did,
waiting
you
for.
did.
I knew it
other
when
people.
you said, "Here there be gnomes." I was like, "Oh, they're nomads."
It took me like a week to get it. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I thought Grimsby. I thought you were going to be much more mad about that.
No, it has gnomes. I love it.
All right.
Anyway,
So they was just like,
Yep.
where is everybody?
bail, bail.
No one's really paying attention because there's lots of other loud sounds. So, and they, Amir kind of pulls the wagon like behind the store. He's like, "All right, let's load them up and
Right.
start getting to work." So make strength. What did I say? Strength rolls? Was it last
Yeah,
time?
Yeah, it was strength
unfortunately.
rolls. Good luck, kids.
Oh no. What's the-
Listen, I'm a
Uh-oh.
Dex character. That's not too bad. That's a 14.
I got a
pretty
1.
Cyril
Or
like
it's
takes
back out.
Yeah, Cyril like picks up one bag and he just kind of like wanders off.
Wrong direction.
Yeah, he's just walking the wrong direction. He's like, "No, we need to go." He's gone. Wait.
Oh, I'll go get
Is he
him.
gonna-
I'll go get him. And she kind of like drops her bag and like runs to go catch up with him.
Bale sighs and picks up Felicity's bag.
Yeah. With that roll, Bale definitely does.
Cyril,
Oh, what?
other way. Like we're going the other way. I can't hear anything you're saying, Cyril.
Just silence.
We're going the other way, Cyril.
Okay, sorry.
It's all right.
Yeah, and after a little while, you make a quick work with the rest of the grain. This is like the last stop. And, so they you put the grain up, and then Jungrok and Amir are like, well, this is as far as we can take you. We're gonna head back in the morning. You did good work. You're welcome to come back with us.
Thank you. You got some sightseeing to do, I think.
Yeah. I think you said you're heading up to Grungron?
That's the plan.
Yeah, well,
Grun,
Grungren.
Grungron.
Duran Duran?
Durander.
Fuck Duran Duran. I have strong feelings on Duran Duran, and I do not like Duran Duran.
And I braced for it. Because I know how you feel about them.
Hello?
I hate Duran Duran. I just... Okay.
Now look what you've done.
I'm all... That's in character. Amir hates Duran Duran. But...
So what kind of look does he... Go, fine. Bale said Duran Duran. What does Amir do?
Grungren.
He looks hungry like the wolf.
That's weird. I knew he
That's a
was.
strange
I
look
knew
in
he
the
was a
sky.
furry.
I've known the entire time, with zero doubt in my heart, that he was a furry.
Sometimes you just know. Anyway,
So,
it's been a real pleasure, Amir.
Hey,
it's been...
keep Copernicus away from himself.
I want to read his mind and see if he's really a furry.
What? He's not. Wait. He's.
Oh my god.
I mean, he's thought he was making some pretty good friends. He really liked cute animals.
Fursuits.
Does he like them? And in what way?
God, this is your fault for giving her a helmet.
You know what? You know
mind
what?
reading.
You know what? The only thing in his mind is yif 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 yif. Is that what you want to hear?
Not
No.
really.
Yif 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 yif. Yif yif yif.
Anyway,
That's- this is a very
Lighthouse-
inclusive D&D world.
Lighthouses.
There's even furries.
Lighthouses kiss. Oh. All right.
No,
So.
put that in the tags for the video.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, tag it as furry friendly.
I'm not sure, but so far our behaviour has really supported that. Anyway, Amir, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for taking us this far.
Yeah, you've done good work.
Thank you.
Is good to meet you.
It was lovely to
and-
meet your grandmother.
I'll tell you, she is
Very
serious about that offer. Even if I'm not around, you stop by and say hi.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
She'll probably bake more cookies for you.
Excellent.
Good cookies.
They were very good.
Bill will look at them and just be like, "Safe travels."
Yeah, and he's like, you too. And Jungrok uncharacteristically has some words, and he's just like, Cyril, Felicity, you've been good workers, and it's good having you on the travel. Copernicus too. And then
Thanks.
he turns
It
and he
was
just
good
says,
to have you on the travel also.
Yeah.
yeah, and then he turns and looks and says, Bale. It's like with a curt head nod.
Bill nod back at him. That's fine with him.
All right.
He doesn't.
He's just being polite.
Yeah, he doesn't feel particularly friendly towards this guy. But he's not going to just murder him.
Good. Very proud of Bale.
If God wants to actually have him insult him, Bill will just blow his head off. But
I think we're fine.
You don't know what level I put him at. I'm just saying.
Is
Extremely powerful.
Jungrok the
He's-
Traveler?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, he's got a lot of like practical battle knowledge, fighting off like gnolls and like even like some tougher monsters. You don't know exactly how strong he is.
What's his...
And I don't.
Bale is a
I
seasoned
honestly,
pirate.
That's true.
I don't want to draw up a whole character sheet and backstory for everything that Jungrok, who is supposed to just be like a one-off character, but I love him now.
That's how it happens.
Please bring him back and turn him into Bale's best friend.
Aw, very cute.
But he's not right now.
No.
Yeah, no, he's definitely not what I'd call Bale's best friend.
They're like, yeah, well, I don't know if you have to set off yet, but at least we're gonna stay the night here at the at the only inn in town. Doesn't really have a name, I don't think. Do you know its name? Like, and Jungrok kind of like shrugs his shoulders, like, so I don't know if you need to head off now, but we'll at least stay here for tonight.
The bed
Does
and
it
bread.
have
The bed and bread.
Does
I
it have a
like that.
lewd signboard above the door?
No, it doesn't even really have a signboard. It's just kind of a building that if no one told you what it was, it doesn't really look
It's
like
a
it has
disgrace
much
of
of a
an inn.
Is this said out loud?
I mean, kind of like to himself. He's not yelling it.
Under his breath.
All right. It's
Do you want me to yell it?
No, I don't.
You sounded so disappointed when I said that. No, he doesn't yell it. It's fine.
all right. Yeah. No, it's it serves its purpose, but it's a small town. Like, the only people it ever really holds are some dwarves just coming down from the mountains, and Amir and Jungrok. Like, that's their business.
Is Amir? Did Amir refer to himself in the third person?
That was out of character. That was God saying.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. It sounded like his voice. So.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
All right.
And he said, well, when you do want to head off, he kind of points you down one road, kind of going southwest. It's like, yeah, down that ways a little bit will be the way station at the in the foothills going up the mountain to Gringron.
gotcha. All right.
Good.
Thank you very much. And you have some safe travels.
Yeah, you too.
What time of day is it, God?
There's like, I'd say an hour left of sunlight.
Are you seeing this right now? You didn't even pick that.
It's what now? Sorry, I heard sunlight.
An hour of sunlight.
Yeah, there's like
Oh,
an
an
hour
hour.
left of sunlight.
So, what,
You could make a good way to the waypoint, but I don't know that.
probably can't make it.
I mean, you might be able to make it, but it'll get you. You'll be there pretty late at night.
Is that what you all want to do? Do you want to just like head on with it and get a head start?
I'm for heading off into the mountains personally, but
Hey,
I feel like we've been going too slowly.
Yeah, the wagon was a little bit slower, but we didn't know the area. So if there's a waypoint up yonder,
I just know Imbar is far ahead of us. We have to make this next lighthouse.
that's true.
yeah, let's keep going. I
All
want
right,
to
so-
keep going.
All right, good.
All right. So you head off in the direction, pointed out by Amir. Go ahead and make whoever's just got the best make a survival check. We'll say with advantage.
Mine is only +3.
It's
Mine's
probably
3.
Bale. Oh,
+3 for me. So whoever can do it, probably Bale's the best for it.
Yep.
They'll do it.
Yeah, it feels more in character for him since she's a city girl.
Yeah. That is a 16.
Yeah, that's good enough. You stay on the trail. Like you kind of hear some noises. As it gets closer to sunset, off in the forest, and to like stop and wait for them to go past, so you don't run into any any beasts along the way. Like you're using your skills from being a pirate to know when to be near animals and not, because there's animals in the open.
Yeah.
They exist. Yeah, and
Yeah.
it's pretty late at night, but you make it up to that way. You make it to the way station. I'd say midnight, maybe a little later. The moon's pretty high up.
what do you mean by way station?
I don't remember what I called it last time, but I had a good name for it. But there's like a path that goes up into the mountains, and it's like the base of that path. There's like a small little it's not even big enough to even be like a town, but there's like a small little like a store and an inn
Like
there.
a rest stop sort of thing, I guess? I don't know.
Yeah.
Holy shit, we're on a road trip, boys.
Is this where all the truckers get off to
I told you, we've got ourselves a convoy.
A convoy is not 3 people and a rodent.
It's the dark of the moon on the
and a
6th of June.
A convoy can be.
It's like the very first line of the song.
Except it's not.
Is it the 6th of June? Confirm. You said it was getting on towards summer.
Oh,
Sounds like the 6th of June to me.
convoy.
No, it's the when does summer start? Like mid-June? Is that the first day of summer?
I don't remember.
I don't know. I barely know what spring is.
I'm an orphan.
I don't know what seasons are.
Yeah, my
Mine
concept
is
of the
9.
seasons. My concept of the seasons is based
Actually,
off of
it's 8.
semesters. So
Y'all should
it
come
was-
see. Y'all should come see Pretty Leaves next fall.
That
We
sounds
should.
nice. That sounds very nice, actually.
Yeah.
That
Oh
sounds
my
really
gosh,
fun.
We could do a session in person, maybe.
Oh
Really
god, that's
fun.
awesome.
When do the leaves start changing? So we could like fucking road trip up there, but we have to coordinate it with Patrick's schedule.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like they start in like late October, I think, or mid October, something like that. There's like official like freaking calendars you can find.
See what his schedule looks like too.
Yeah.
We may not be. What if we came like in the summer?
What?
This time off. What if we came like in the summer? We wouldn't be able to see leaves. Would there be other stuff?
I mean, the weather would just be beautiful compared to Texas.
That
and,
sounds nice, also.
Yeah, because Patrick has time off in the summer, and Mallory and I can take days off.
Yeah, we can just be like, bye, bitches, and just
Way
take our
we're
vacation
leaving.
at the same time.
Fuck y'all.
We can talk about this later.
Yeah,
Yeah.
anyway.
Um,
Convoy.
so rest station, way station.
Yeah, I had a good name for it.
What's okay? So when
We're
you're
at
climbing-
Bucky's.
We're at Bucky's.
We're
Oh
Bucky.
god.
Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's.
Fantasy
There's an
Buc-
HEB down the way.
Is your first mate, did he get married and now he's operating a Fucky's here?
Oh. No, I think he opened up a Fucky's chain closer towards Serotal or Heritol. I think we started in Heritol, right?
We did start
Yep.
here, tall.
Yeah, it's closer to
Anyway.
Heritol.
We're at the way station.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you're climbing a mountain, they have a name for when those like waypoints or whatever.
Yeah, like I feel like I had a good name for it in the last session, but now I can't like.
You didn't tell
some,
me, so I can't help you.
well, someone pointed it out on the map to Felicity.
Yeah, but that was a week ago in real life.
Yeah.
We haven't recorded. We can find out later.
Okay. Well, whatever that is, it's. I guess whatever that is where you are. You're at Fucky's, Fantasy Bucky's.
What's the mascot?
It's a marmot.
It's a Copernicus.
No, I
Copernicus.
refuse. I
It's
think he has too many ego problems for that. It can't be a Copernicus.
it's an owl bear.
Okay.
Oh,
Nice.
I like it.
This is called like the Owlbear's Nest is the name of the inn, and they've really bought into the owlbear stuff. Like there's an owlbear like carving out front. There's a statue. There's a fountain where there's like water coming out of like 3 owlbears' mouths. They've bought into this premise. Like they've got a gimmick and they are sticking to it, my friend. So you roll up kind of late at night. It's mainly dwarves here. There's some that are sitting drinking by the fire. There's I think like a human or two around, but yeah, it's just mainly dwarves. Just drinking, and it's kind of like already ramped up. Like some people are going to bed, but some people are still staying up for drinks.
Are there any attractive lady dwarves?
You can roll a perception if you want to.
Roll for hotness.
Oh, let's see. I have to see them first. What's my perception? That's pretty good. Nice. That is a 24. No, yes.
There's a couple, and I mean that as a couple. So there's like
they're in a couple.
Yeah, they're not like there's 2 that are kind of like sitting in the corner holding hands. That they're pretty, but they are not going to be interested in you, friend. There's one over by the bar that's by herself.
Eyeballs emoji.
What? Oh, eyeballs emoji.
Yeah.
Yeah. One at the bar by herself. How hot is she?
Um,
Yeah.
let me. You know what? I'll roll a. I'll. Well, I mean, you did roll perception for hotness and said specifically hot, so I'll do a D10 plus 5. And then I guess cap it at 10. So,
Shit.
she's well, I rolled a 7, so 12 out of 10.
10?
Like
She's
she
the most
is.
beautiful dwarf of all time.
Yeah, she's got curly, flowing hair.
Helen of Grun.
Does she, how's her beard?
Her beard is very combed. I was just going to say it's very combed and brushed, well taken care of. Ribbons, ribbons in it. Like she's a sight to behold. She's got her hair partly. You know what? I'll say that one. She's got her hair like in a nice bun, and her beard is tied off with some ribbons, and she's got a
Extremely
dwarven.
cute.
Yeah, she's very cute, and on her back is a shield and a dwarven hammer axe.
Dwarven, those are awesome. I want one of those. I want to be a
love
dwarf. No. All right. Okay. So Bale is going to tell the bartender to give her a drink on him, and what happens? He's not walking up to her. Does she look over at him?
Do you specifically tell the bartender to say it's from you, or
No. Okay. Hold up.
you say you give her a drink on you? Like, do you want credit for it, or like?
I mean, if somebody gives you a drink, oh, where's this from? She probably is going to ask.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, then the bartender will be
So
like, "Oh, it's that."
Bale talks to the
that green dude.
bartender and gives him some money, and orders her a drink, and he walks away.
Yeah. So you see her raise an eyebrow, like she's not finished with her drink, and the bartender points at Cyril.
I already fucked it up.
Oh. And she kind of gives a confused wave, but yeah, I'll drink it.
Cyril's not paying attention. I won't do this. Cyril didn't see that.
All right, well, that's the end of that interaction.
Did Felicity see it?
Is Felicity standing next to Cyril?
I mean, always, usually.
Probably.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, with that passive perception, yeah.
So let me just get this all lined out here. So Bale bought a drink for the dwarf lady and said it was cereal.
Exactly. Yes.
Okay, she's going to give Bale a look. She's kind of smiling, but she just points a finger at him.
Bale just does that, that classic shrug.
Yes.
Classic.
Yes, I know what you mean. It wasn't me. I don't know what you mean. Who, me?
Who, me? I didn't do
Couldn't
anything.
be.
Then who? Then Hoops.
Hoomst.
Yeah, she'll kind of give Bale a look listen, you.
We're still we have 2 keeps. Oh wait, we're in these.
Bale just couldn't pass up the opportunity to cause some mischief.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
she won't tell
she-
Cyril. She knows that he gets so flustered.
He'd die.
He would,
Bale,
and
Bale makes a mental note to next time point them at Felicity.
that's funnier. Yeah, I think they're the kind of siblings who, when you're born with siblings, it's not a choice, and so I feel like you're kind of meaner to them. But they picked each other,
They
and
selected
so
one another.
she's not very mean to him.
For me to Cyril, it's just bullying.
It's bullying.
Frankly,
No, this is Bale.
you're just
Bale,
bullying this boy.
Bale wants to teach Cyril some life lessons. Let's say that.
Oh boy.
I don't want him to.
No, thank you. Anyway, she saw that, she sees all, and she gave Bale a look. Because she knows what he's doing. That rascal.
All right. Bale's just gonna go sit near-ish to the pretty lady and start drinking. Wait, what are the kids doing?
What are the kids doing, Tara?
What is there to do in this?
Felicity
Well, there's a
wants
pretty
to
dwarf
try.
lady.
Well, Felicity wants to try to buy a drink.
We would like to purchase drinks.
1 alcohol, please.
Two alcohol.
Roll charisma. You have
Oh.
to. The DC is apparently 21, like it is in real life.
What the fuck?
No, it's not that bad.
Roll charisma, or do I get to do persuasion?
Should be, it's
should be
deception.
It's deception.
because you're
Listen,
lying.
you.
Yeah, you're not persuading him.
I don't know.
Like,
It's persuasion because she really wants a drink.
I got 18. To order
Yeah, that's the
one
least-
alcohol,
that's
please.
that passes in like Great Britain.
That's where I'm from, you can tell.
It's the accents.
1 alcohol, please.
Yeah.
Please.
Make it a double.
How close are y'all to Bale?
I mean, we're pretty close.
The barkeep, just was like,
She's on her toes, but he can't see it because of the bar. But she's on her tippy toes.
and she's a little bit taller than him, and
Yeah,
so,
she's human, so she looks pretty tall.
He's a dwarf. He's like, yep, come right up. He's a little busy, so he doesn't
Good.
check too much.
Yeah,
So,
check
what is you just a drink?
Yeah.
What kind of drink?
What's your specialty?
Well, mainly just serve ale.
That sounds good. She's
All right.
about to have a bad time.
All right, 2 of them.
Good.
Bale,
He cracks the tap, gives you, and be like, I don't know what this should cost.
Oh, she's
Bale
gonna
inter-
pay. She's still
Bale
paying.
intercepts Felicity's pint and gives her his half pint. So, there you go. Start off with this.
It comes in pints.
It does come in pints.
comes in
Thank you,
pints.
Tara.
Guys, it's pints. Yeah, it's for the pint of the ale. It's,
I have to have one.
Oh God.
Yeah, so she's gonna try to drink this ale. How stout is it?
It's
what
a
kind of-
dwarven stout, I would have to say.
Yeah.
Oh, Christ.
it's the dwarves love their stout, so it's a hefty milk stout.
Okay. I don't.
It-
Mallory doesn't know what the fuck that means. Felicity doesn't either. Incidentally,
It's very thick. It's like drinking
It's a pretty
bread.
thick
We're
beer.
drinking bread.
Yeah,
That's
It's
the way we
got,
like.
It's got some notes of like chocolate, but it's pretty bitter.
Okay. Felicity she'll be like thanks, and then she'll take it, and she'll take the biggest sip.
The
that she can.
biggest sip.
Just a big sip of this.
That's a premium swallow.
It's a premium swallow. A big old sip of ale is what she's gonna do.
All right.
Sarah's just gonna sip at the foam on the top of his.
That's cute.
I say that pour myself a beer because
All right.
that's really good.
Do you typically drink the foam off your beers, Tara?
Ah,
I mean,
foam at the top's
you
so
drink
good,
a little.
you
You
pour
drink a
hard.
little bit with the head. Yeah. 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 Stouts. You.
Oh.
Sure.
I'm gonna pour this stout, and it's gonna be in my Hobbit Cafe cup. Pretty excited.
Bale is drinking a rugged brown ale from Mountain Ale Shed Brewery.
Drinking a Prairie Artisan Ale Imperial
Well,
Stout
God
brewed
wants
with
a drink
coconut
now,
and vanilla.
so give me a sec.
We can take a little break in a minute if you
This
want.
is the beer break, everyone.
I'm set.
Mallory, go get your alcoholic beverage of
I would
choice.
like some.
Hi, Grimbo.
Your choice is nothing. That's fair.
I would like some frozen yogurt instead.
Do that.
I'll be right back.
A twist off? No, it's not. I just
What?
opened mine.
So,
I'll mute myself.
Joker, I didn't get any glasses.
Oh,
Patrick's now drinking a mango Kolsch.
he's
I can't-
breathing mango Kolsch into my mouth. So he leaned into talking to my mic. I'll purchase a 6-pack of that.
No, don't rush. We need the other guy needs to heal. You can go down middle.
She might.
Like, don't get caught, really.
Difficult to say. This is not giving me a very good head. Yeah, she seemed like she wanted that. Mm.
You all right?
Tastes like meat.
What tastes like meat?
Yeah, I just
Alright,
poured this
mate.
beer. I need to take another sip, but the first
got-
sip tasted like meat,
That doesn't.
so that's
that does
weird.
not sound appetizing.
I got some
I'm
frozen
not.
yogurt.
The first sip was a bad time. I need to take like 2 or 3 more.
Mallory, how meaty is your frozen yogurt?
None at all. It's caramelly.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, caramel.
And some chocolate shavings are on it.
I want some
Gross. I'm not drinking that.
what's some like red bean ice cream? Or some,
Yeah.
green tea.
Let the dog in when you're done.
Okay, I have to
Please.
rinse out this
But who
glass.
let it out?
Yeah, who?
Who?
Who indeed?
I have a visceral reaction to that song because my high school mascot was the Bulldogs.
Who?
I've got the same thing with Eye of the Tiger because we were the Tigers.
There's a fight, and that's the only words that I know.
Rising up to the challenge of our rivals. Stalks prey in the night, and we start watching us all with the eye of the tiger.
I have a similarly visceral reaction, but it's not from my high school mascot. It's from my time in the Supernatural fandom.
Oh no.
What?
Yes.
From the Kansas song? That's not Eye of the Tiger.
That's another thing about Eye of the Tiger that they do.
What?
Fucking it was like post credits in one episode. Jensen Ackles like did this like stupid like dance number to it basically, and I've seen it so many fucking times. That was way too much.
You should link it to me later.
Okay, we'll deal with that later.
Anyhow, I've got my ice cream, but really I'm drinking an ale.
Yeah.
Yeah, I poured my ale too hard. Now there's way too much foam. The other one didn't foam at all.
You gotta be gentle with that head.
All right, mate.
The other one
No,
didn't
yeah.
foam like at all, and so I was like, "What the fuck?" And I poured this one too much. Now I have a lot of foam.
I just drink out of the bottle.
I'm not smart. Okay,
Yeah.
it's a really cute little mug from the Hobbit Cafe that I want to use.
All right, so
Little like a what do you call that, Patrick?
Tulip glass.
Glass, yes. For
So we got
my
2 urchins.
Samuel Smith's organic chocolate stout.
nice. So we got 2 urchins next to Bale, next to Pretty Dwarf Lady, all
Yeah.
drinking.
Are they?
I'll drink
Yeah. All right.
The urchins are on the other side of Bale, I think.
Yeah.
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 We're all drinking our stout dwarven ales.
How does Cyril, for one, react to his stout?
Yeah. How do the urchins like their stouts?
It's hard to say because, on the one hand, it's very stout, but on the other hand, they've eaten garbage.
Is it actually good beer?
That's
God.
Yeah. It is. It is
That kind of thing.
I feel like if anybody's gonna make good beer in this hell of an earth, it's gonna be the dwarves.
Yeah,
It's the.
how I felt as well.
Did I already say his name?
No, I don't
Okay,
think so.
then that's good because I didn't remember what I said earlier because I didn't. He in good bartender fashion's like, oh, so how you liking the dwarf special?
It's
It's
dwarf
it's a dwarf.
special, huh?
It's a dwarven special ale.
What do you call it?
It's
the short and stout.
That's racist.
that's a good name. I like it. It's Tordek Short and Stout. My man, just like it's my ale, so I figured I'd give it same properties I got. Short, stout. Kind of pats his belly.
I like it. It's very stout.
You might have to go to Ale the Tordek.
I
You
appreciate
did a
it.
fine job.
Yeah, it's definitely the best ale I've ever had.
Yes.
From the other side of Bale, the dwarf woman chimes in. It's like, I told her, nope, let me do it better. Yeah, Tordick, yeah, definitely your best work. Nope, not the voice I wanted.
I heard
The orchard?
no,
I
I
was
heard a
awesome
flash
here.
of brilliance there. You almost had
You
it.
almost had it. Like, go one more time. Third time's charm.
I'm gonna practice with the mic off. Let me.
Just find
me get-
you have to find a sample phrase. We all wait with bated breath, taking swigs of our dwarven ales and our dwarven ice creams.
Yeah.
And my dwarven Capella wine.
Aye, it's a fine dwarven ale, Tordick.
Oh, that was good.
That's her.
One of the best you made.
Yes, it's really good ale, I'd say.
Very stout, I would say.
Strong is a word I'd use.
They'll just kind of looking at these two and like trying not
Has
to laugh.
a very bold flavor.
Full bodied.
Yeah, I don't.
Full bodied.
Hey, barkeep, 30 more for me and my friends.
What?
Haven't finished this one yet.
Yeah.
I don't.
Hey, drink up, Cyril, drink up.
Bail.
Hey, well, if you're paying,
Hey,
She will give him a look. She's not certain she can hold that much liquid, but
I don't know that Cyril's absolutely having a bad time. I just don't think he's drank much beer, so he's just drinking this like really slowly.
yeah, we're nursing it a bit.
well, now he has two.
Thanks. You can double fist it.
Can I take those to your hands, Felicity?
Beg pardon?
I'm going to take those to your hands. We're going to play a game.
it's an old dwarvish game.
What's
Yeah.
that then?
Yes.
Tornadek, do you have any twine
it's,
behind the bar?
It's
Oh, we're playing Edward 40 Hands. Gotcha.
Ebert 40 hands. Ebert
Or
40
Otis Locus, depending on what you're drinking.
Look.
The dwarf woman, I guess, can kind of see that, and also hear that since Felicity hasn't finished hers yet, she, like, get up, she's like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom. As she passes by, she's like, if you don't really want to drink yours, I'll drink it for you. She gives you a wink and goes to the bathroom, comes back.
All right. I mean, yeah, if you're thirsty, I haven't even finished my first one.
Yeah, your friend there seems like a pretty quick drinker.
Yeah,
Yeah. He was like on his third or something.
Bale's great at drinking.
Bale likes alcohol.
He's sitting between.
Felicity's about to
Yeah,
fucking wingman for Bale.
Cheers! I'll drink to that.
So will Bale.
I'm just like, y'all like talking behind his back right now.
Listen,
Off to one
we're
side.
doing him a favour. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I want to
she-
read this woman's mind.
Yeah,
She's
She's,
talking to.
I want to read her face with my perception shit.
All right. You're gonna throw insight.
Yeah, I'm good at that. I got a 15 on it.
All right. She's spent she seems to be having like a pretty good time here. She normally she seems to have a pretty good rapport with with Tordek, the barkeep. But she seems to be having a pretty good time, and she's amused by the sea green man who's walked in here. It's something to talk about, and the two children with him.
Can
like,
I?
or
roll-
I guess adults, but
Yeah, I'm an adult. I'm an adult.
I'm an adult.
I'm an adult.
young adults.
Yeah.
Adults.
I'd like to roll
Yeah.
insight.
Youths.
I would like to roll insight to see if Bale is interested in her romantically. May I?
Yeah, Bale, are you gonna try and like hide
I mean,
whatever
I
interest or
don't. I
disinterest?
don't feel like it would take a high insight roll. To, like, I mean, Bale's been checking her out. Sure.
What's 14?
All right, well, yeah,
What's 14 plus 9?
She's a 12.
23.
She's a 12 out of 10. I mean,
23.
everyone.
23.
Really
Yeah,
hot.
She's pretty hot.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Then
I'll say it.
Bale is practically like eyes going out of his head, going
Eyeball emojis.
"Hurrah!"
I wish he wouldn't. Eyeball emojis.
That is rude and misrepresenting of Bale's character.
I agree.
Like visceral.
I
I don't
hate
like
that a lot. Like, it made my skin crawl, so instead...
Bale has
Eyeball
No.
emojis. Eyeball emojis.
Bale
That's
has
what's
a little
happening.
case of lycanthropy. His face turns into
No,
a wolf,
stop
and
it.
he
No.
goes.
You're the furry.
Like that.
You were the furry all along. It was Patrick.
Fetish on
God was the
Bale.
furry all along.
No, but Bale's
No,
like
but
Bale's been drinking, and he's eyeing her over
I've been
his mug.
drinking.
You know, so
Yeah.
like he like
Okay.
when he'll go to drink, he'll like glance at her while he's drinking, and you know.
Okay, cool. Felicity will notice that then.
yeah, but as far as like reading her mind, like she's
That's what I was doing.
yeah, she's happy for something interesting to happen.
That's
You know.
nice.
Does she think Bale's hot?
Um,
Can I
Is she
tell
thinking about that?
Bale at all?
she's kind of checking him out a little bit.
Excellent.
What does she think of him?
Yeah, all right. No, I mean that like a most. I mean that in a very positive light.
Yeah,
like,
definitely.
She's normally into dwarves. Like there's, she's
Very tall.
yeah. He's
Awful.
tall and she's.
Like 5'1", 4'8".
She's like 4'4".
I'm about to sneeze.
Dwarves.
Sorry.
Dwarves are small.
So we're not from
God blesses you.
around here. Is this your city? You live here?
Hold on, I have to get back into that voice.
Town, I think.
Well, I hail from Grungon, but I got stuck out of it with the whole it being closed down and all.
Oh, it's closed.
Yeah, there's some shit going on in the town.
What kind of shit, if you
There's,
don't mind me asking?
Oh no, I don't really know the full details, but there's like fires and some children appear to be going missing. No one seems to no one really seems to know what's who's doing it. So they've kind of shut the city till they can figure out what's going on.
Oh, so no one can come and go then?
You have to
Yeah.
keep the children safe.
Yeah, it's on full lockdown.
Kind of children are missing?
What's that?
What kind of children are missing? Like, hey,
Their Nova's absolutely.
I mean, I'm not part of the guard or nothing, so I don't really have
Right.
that kind of information. But no one really seems to notice any patterns.
Well, that's a shame. I'm sorry.
It's-
What were you going to say?
Oh.
Sarah?
oh, do they think that it's like one person doing it, or is it like an organization?
I mean, I
I don't know. She doesn't know what she
I'm not
knows.
I'm not really privy to that information.
Well, that-
What are my manners? I'm Gunloda.
Oh yeah.
God.
Just about to say, really rude of us.
Okay,
Gunloader, what's
so
it? Gunloader?
Gunmorda?
Gunloader.
Gunloda.
Like
Gunloader.
loading a gun. Gunloader.
Gunloda. That's a pretty name. I
Yeah,
like
it
it.
is pretty. My
Thank
name
you.
is Felicity.
That do be a pretty name.
It is pretty. My name's Felicity, and this is me.
I'm
brother.
Cyril,
Yeah, this is me
and-
brother.
What's up? Pleasure to meet you. You got a taste for the dwarven ales?
Yeah, it's actually my
Developing
first
one,
one
yes.
here. Yeah,
Oh.
it's very strong.
Yeah, it do be pretty strong.
Stout, I would say.
So yeah.
Well,
Bill-
short and stout, just like Torrix.
Yeah. Bill's drinking his fourth. He's like, the best damn beer that I've had in weeks.
Yeah, we've been on the road.
We haven't had very much beer lately.
Wow. well, it's I guess it's a good beer to break your dry spell on.
Yeah, no, definitely. Oh, and sorry for that. That's our friend Bale over there. That's his
Oh.
name, Bale.
Sitting right next to you, yeah.
Yeah.
So, what's passive perceptions everyone's got?
20.
Mine's like a 16 or something. Give me a second.
Felicity notices that
Yes.
Gunloda looks at Bale and kind of like does a little subtle lip bite, like yeah.
Nice. She caught that.
Bale did
Oh.
not, right?
Felicity's
Bale
gonna be a
Bale
Felicity's gonna
did
try
not.
to be a bro here. Felicity's gonna try to be a bro.
Oh boy, oh boy.
Roll for bro.
All right.
I mean,
What's a bro rule?
charisma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
no.
your fraternity modifier.
So you're from Grungrun then?
Well, fuck it. We're
Yeah. Usually.
Usually, what does that mean?
Does it change?
I mean, does it ever really change where you're from? I mean, like, I guess that's like my hometown.
Yeah.
She's.
Don't know.
I mean,
We do a lot of
Sometimes it
traveling.
changes if you
assuming
don't know where you're
Bales had
from
like.
originally.
No, that's well, that beats where I say I'm from. I do most of my work, out in more northern mines.
Oh, all right.
I was supposed to be back, in town, but they've, just excuse me. They've just recently closed down the gates, so I'm waiting it out here.
That's a real shame. I mean, nice place to wait out, but
Yeah, he
You were
Owlbear's
trying to.
Nest brings interesting folk here.
yeah, we do. Do you do a lot of?
Interesting like us.
Pardon?
Um,
What did he? What did
Yeah.
you say?
Interesting like us.
Yeah, interesting.
like you folk. You're interesting. And she kind of looks at Bale.
We do try.
Bale's very interesting.
Bale can roll perception if he wants to.
I think Bale's very interesting. He knows
Yeah,
a lot
he-
of interesting things. He can do magic.
He's a sailor,
Oh.
actually. He's very
he
well
was a
traveled.
sailor?
Very well.
I was going to say
traveled.
Bale can't hear them because it's more fun for me.
It's more fun for you, yeah.
He's a little ways off. He's not listening.
Bale went to the bathroom and I guess his seat got
Had 4 beers.
Yeah, he's gotta go
he's
the seal.
gotta pee.
Yeah, no, we've been traveling a little bit, and that's when we met up with Bale. But he was a sailor. He was a seaman before that.
He was a seaman.
She laughs at that. That laugh is in character.
Good. Yeah, so he's seen all kinds of things.
Well,
He's
oh,
A
very
lot of
interesting.
seamen.
I
Bale
bet
will-
he's got a lot of stories then.
Yeah, he does. They're really good.
He
guess
really
Bale-
likes to talk and he doesn't like to shut up, so a lot of stories.
Yeah, so if you get him started, you'll be the stories just keep coming. It's very interesting.
Entertained.
Well, if I had Well, if I had to go over and talk to him, what would be the first story I should ask him?
What
Oh.
indeed? There's so many. There's just so many.
Yeah, think of one, kids.
Ask
Come on.
him about the kraken that he saw.
Yeah, he did see a kraken once.
Yes.
Well, now I don't know. I don't know if I believe that one, but
But he
I don't-
tells it very well.
oh well. A
Tell
story
it.
need not have actually
story.
happened in order to be true.
He had me convinced. What else do we know about Bale? Yeah, no, like Cyril said, he knows a bit of magic.
His
Well, that-
tattoos glow.
They do. They glow in the dark. If you can believe that.
Sometimes. Yeah.
If you
I
can
mean, if you
believe
looked
that.
over at him right now, you could probably see a slight glow.
He's in
Yeah.
the bathroom.
Big glow.
If you looked at him in the bathroom, you would see a
You're
slight
not
glow.
here.
His tattoos glow more or less when he's peeing.
You'll never
Huh.
know.
Really makes you think.
Nope. We'll never know.
Really makes me think.
Tara, what are some things that we have fought that are not like
Oh, did it? Not really.
having to necessarily do with the end of the world? Like, what can we spin?
Most
here?
of the stuff we fought has been like lighthouse specific.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to think of
Yeah,
things
we
know
haven't
about
fought
Bale.
many normal things.
Yeah, I think the blue dragon wormlings and mimics were probably the only thing
Oh
that's
yes.
not directly.
Oh yeah, one time we were exploring this cave, and there were these like little dragon fellows in there.
Dragon wormlings.
Yes,
Blue
that's what they were called.
ones.
And
Oh.
he
Well,
he-
still dangerous nonetheless.
yeah, and he saved Cyril by blowing him up with lightning.
Wow.
He hit me with lightning
well,
and I passed
wait.
out.
Wait, aren't they immune to lightning?
Yeah, that's how good he is.
You're gonna need to roll deception on that one.
That's not great.
Damn it, Felicity.
It's not like horrible. I mean, I got like a 9.
I think it was a shadow.
great.
I think it was a shadow out of character.
It was a shatter.
Mm-hmm.
But Felicity's,
We
the
figure
details are
out.
hazy.
And I mean,
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
they're resistant anyway.
Yeah, I
don't
didn't
know
like,
if that will-
it wasn't an
Yeah.
abysmal role.
She kind of shrugs it off and laughs. Like, I don't know that she fully believes it, but kind of believes the gist of the story. That I actually I'm gonna roll insight to see if she can tell that you're trying to wingman. You can roll deception if you
I would like to do that. I would like it
Alright.
to seem like I have very sincere admiration for my friend Bale.
all right. Yeah,
That's
roll
definitely
deception. Then.
deception.
That's a 21
Aw.
to lie.
Oh yeah, no, you
One to lie.
she believes that it is sincere admiration. Then
Oh, that makes me sad. It was just not sincere.
I mean, it
admiration.
is sincere admiration, but I'm not telling the truth that I'm not wingmanging is what it is. I'm
Gotcha.
absolutely
She
wingmanning.
learned how to lie very well.
She did. Yeah, no, I mean, that's what it was a roll for, was or whether or not she's like wingmanning,
yeah,
and she totally fucking is, so we are rolling deception.
yeah,
She does like Bale, so far.
well enough.
I
So
like him
far.
a lot. Better than any other adult I've seen in the past few years.
16 years.
All right, well, perhaps I should go over and hear some of his stories for myself.
I think you should.
I like when there's two of the same room.
All right.
He's very interesting.
There he comes right now. Would you look at that?
So yeah,
It's like
that
fate.
was, well, he drank 4 beers. That was gonna be a long pee. Like,
Yeah.
Have you seen what's the movie?
yeah, are you gonna talk about
Oh,
Austin
boy.
Powers?
No, I'm gonna talk about Beer Fest.
No?
No?
Have you not seen Beer
Nice.
Fest?
That's a
No.
good movie.
No?
You need
It's
to go watch
not.
Beer
Why
Fest.
would I ever?
Because the
I'm gonna
scene
be
is
honest with
perfect
you.
for this conversation.
Well, anyway,
Anyway, go on.
here comes Bale. And Felicity will look at Bale when Gunloda turns, and she'll try to catch Bale's eye and give him like a wink.
Roll. You're gonna have to roll perception for that. See if you see the wink.
Do you see my sneaky wink?
Oh, I can
Oh,
message
shit.
him. I'll message him real fast and be like, "We put in a good word for you."
And then Felicity will wink.
Okay, then you'll definitely see it then.
Right.
And it's Cyril, so you don't feel that reassured by what he has said.
But Felicity
Don't feel
winked
good
and
about
she
it.
did the okay hand, like
Belle like quickly like, what did you do? Mentally.
to both of us.
Sure.
We just told her about you.
We
and
told her how
the good
interesting.
things that we know,
How interesting you are. And I also told her that your tattoos glow in the dark.
and that you saw a kraken.
Yeah,
I saw a kraken.
you did. You told us
With
that.
us.
That's
Yeah,
what you
yeah.
told us. Also, that
So maybe
maybe
If you
also
lied
that,
to us,
yeah, you'll have some splaining to do.
For what?
If you lied to us, you'll have some explaining to do to her.
I either have to lie to her too, or you'll have to tell the truth to her, and
No,
then
no,
tell
no,
the
no,
truth
no, no.
to us later.
Like our character was like, James was like, huh? Is seeing a kraken an impressive thing?
Yeah.
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 Okay. Cool.
Anyway, we told her all that really cool stuff, so don't blow it.
Yeah.
We've
The
set
only
you up
reason
for
that she isn't watching you three just kind of have a staring contest is she's ordering another drink. That's it. All right.
Anyway, the urchins are like, anyway, bye.
Anyway, bye.
Okay, bye.
It was nice talking to you.
Hey,
Again, Loda.
nice to meet you folks too.
What was the bartender's name again?
Tordek.
Yes.
Bordek.
Oh, Cyril.
Yes.
She'll kind of like lean in and whisper to you to message Bale and tell him to compliment her ribbons because they're very pretty.
Okay, and I message Vale and I say,
Felicity
Vale,
says.
Felicity said she'd compliment her ribbons because they're very pretty.
Bale notices the ribbons for the
I
first
agree.
time.
Yeah, Felicity's got you. Felicity's
Very
got you,
pretty.
mate. Don't worry.
All right.
Bye.
Anyway, bye.
Okay, bye.
The urchins are gonna go do
Are
urchin
they-
things.
Are they gonna like get a room for the night? Like,
Yeah, we'll see about that, and then we'll sit a little ways off and kind of just like watch Bale.
yeah, Tordek will say in that there's only one room. We're kind of packed up with the refugees from Grungron, but I think we can. Well, I mean, the refugees isn't the right word. Just the ones waiting to get into the town, in the city.
Oh, I just had an idea.
So in the room.
Yeah, we got just one room left.
Okay.
Beds though.
You said she was ordering a beer. Bale be like, hey, Tordek, this one's on me.
Nice.
Thanks,
Don't
Yeah.
forget the ribbons, Bale.
Yeah, she grabs it, like takes a big swig, and like, I thank you for it. No, that's not her.
It's close.
That's close
It's
enough.
good.
It's close enough. It's like if it keeps
slips
slipping
away.
in and out. Yeah.
It's hard.
It is hard.
Dude,
I-
Bale's accent is a struggle.
I thank
every
you for it.
When we find that out, Felicity's gonna go over to Bale in earshot of Grenada, and she's gonna say, "Oh, Bale, we just went and got there's only one room left for the night, so we're gonna go ahead and go put our things in there. It might be a little cramped. I just wanted you to know."
Kind Felicity.
Do I?
Right.
Cyril's kind of giggling. just a little.
Yeah. So we're gonna go.
All right, Felicity. I'll see you later.
Yeah. See you, Bale. I love fantasy wingmanning.
Yeah,
So-
Bale like look at Galloda and be like, these kids are running me ragged.
Are they your kids?
Oh, not at all. I ran into them a couple of weeks
Kids,
ago.
they seem to basically be adults of their own.
Do they look like a genasi to you? No, no, no. I ran into them a couple of weeks ago, and I've been showing them the way of the world.
Oh, that's
Oh.
good.
I well, I hear you have many interesting stories to show them about the world. I hear you saw a kraken.
Oh, you know the archipelago out to the west, on the base of the mountains.
Yeah, the big that western archipelago.
The one with the giant dragon in there. Yeah.
Yeah, the one with the giant dragon that seems to be flying above it the whole time.
Oh,
It's a mirage.
me and my crew were in a narrow strait in the western archipelago, and off in the distance we saw another ship being broken into splinters by a kraken.
Oh, well, what? Have you, out of character, is this a true story?
I mean, it could be. I don't know.
I mean, you're Bale's god. You get to decide.
You get to make the decision. That's it's going to be for whether you roll persuasion or deception. Is all I'm saying.
Okay, then I'm just gonna say it's true. That
But
part is true.
embellished.
Yeah, I mean that part probably isn't super
Oh, yeah.
embellished, but other details could be. I don't know.
All right, yeah. Well, she's well, roll the. We'll go with persuasion then.
Okay. Okay, that's an 11.
Good enough. She's been drinking, so good enough. So she's like, oh, well, what did you, what did you do next? Did you go and help the ship?
Oh, aye, of course. We went and we picked up as many survivors as we could. More than half the crew was lost in the opening in the first few minutes, but we saved a good score of sailors that day.
Where are you? You're gonna get mauled.
She's pretty amazed by that.
Oh, God.
You're such a you're so
Dashing.
brave. You're so brave and dashing to go out and in the face of a kraken.
Jeez. I keep hearing freaking Discord notifications.
Sorry, it's us being bad.
Yeah, I'm gonna mute that for
Out in the distance, giggling.
yeah, I'm gonna mute the Discord for a little bit.
And it was the least I could do. Any sailors take care of one another. You can expect any other ship to do the same for me in the same situation.
Seamen
the
take care of
distance,
each other.
In the distance, Cyril
Yeah, you're
puts his head down on the table. He's laughing so hard.
What?
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta take on some extra semen. Am I right?
Is he telling? Is Cyril telling Felicity this too?
Oh yeah.
Good.
Oh yeah. He's messaging it to her. So there's no conversation at their table. They're just giggling.
They're just head on the table.
I like to imagine that Copernicus is down near their feet, so Copernicus can hear better.
Yeah, Copernicus went across the bar and he's lurking around Bale's feet and listening.
We're snooping.
Yeah.
I don't know how to respond to a line that bad, Patrick.
Oh, so
I don't know what you're talking about. That line is good. That's solid. That line would have worked on me. I'm already taking my pants off.
Ask him.
But-
Yeah. What does Gunloda know about loads?
What does Gunloda know about what?
What does she know about loads of semen?
Uh,
What does she know? Anyway, Bale, how are you gonna proceed? I'm so interested.
I don't know. And what about you, Fair Gunloda? Yeah.
Fair Gunloda.
oh Christ.
She kind of blushes.
What is your story?
Well, I'm a can't exactly say I'm a miner, but I mainly work security in one of the mines. Mostly,
Yeah, I would
mostly
not
not
say you
a
look like a
problem.
miner either. You look like a woman grown.
Little weird to say that, but
Yeah, that's what we think today.
Bale, you're gonna.
James couldn't help it.
Yeah, that was James for certain.
okay, yeah, I'll let that be out of character because that's
Yeah.
Did.
she's like, well, yeah, we run into Dwerger, every once in a while. I don't have many good stories, but I did fight off three or four of them, just with this one here. She kind of pats her hammer axe thing.
Aye, that's mighty impressive. We ran into a pack of those. They are nasty boogers.
Oh yeah, I'll bet.
Just keep running. I'm not turning around for your ass.
Yeah, so here we're gonna kind of fast forward a bit,
Yeah.
so
Good.
I don't have to.
I don't really
So
want
you
to seal
don't
the
have-
deal with Fortune.
No,
Yeah, so you don't.
sexy.
No, I was just
I
gonna
was-
say. Galota drops her armor and is like, do you still think I'm fair? Nope, that's as far as I'm going. Sorry, I
What?
tried.
I
Nope.
don't want to. Nope. Nope.
Somewhere in there,
Redacted.
Bale definitely compliments her ribbons.
Good.
Yeah, all right.
That's attaboy.
Then,
They go up to the room.
Attaboy, Bale. When he's
Go-
taking
yeah,
him
go-
out of her hair, right? Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much like slowly he
yeah.
unties them and draws them out of the braid.
Oh yeah. Excellent.
Ribbon untying.
After a couple hours, she's like, well, you don't have to share a room with your friends. You can come back to my room with me. What do you say? What do you say we get out of here?
Fuck yeah.
Have to do.
Yeah.
Cyril's like
All
slapping
right, then
Felicity's arm.
Then they go and that fades to black. That is as far as I'm taking that
this
one.
is a PG-13 show, everybody, and
The
what happens in
urchins
that
are
room
so
is not
pleased.
Hold on.
PG-13.
If it's PG-13, you may say fuck once.
Yeah, they fucked.
I guess
There's
that's
nothing
really
good.
up to James.
Did they fuck James?
Well, they absolutely fuck. Let me
Good.
roll for fuck.
Nice. Yeah, roll see how good it was. It's
Oh,
apparently
no.
wisdom.
Is that a wisdom skill, Patrick?
Yeah, it's
Oh, that's pretty
wisdom.
good.
I
That's,
don't
that's a
think
good
that's
news for me.
true. I don't think that's true.
I don't think that it's a wisdom skill.
I want it to be. It's a wisdom skill now. Okay, you want it to be wisdom or constitution?
Medicine, so you know anatomy.
Wisdom or constitution?
Yeah. I'll go wisdom because that's what Plum had to roll.
That's
wasn't
because
why.
it wasn't for that. He was
I don't
rolling.
know what you mean.
Oh, I think you do.
That is a
I think you do.
22.
Holy shit, boys! Nail fucks.
Oh, I love it when the rolls
Yeah,
come when they
it's
need to.
Jesus.
It was is that good?
It's
Does-
like that's
does the-
world
does the-
shaking.
Does the common room hear anything?
Bale, how loud are you?
How loud is she?
How loud is Bale?
What do you say,
I'm
Tara?
not.
How does Bale?
Yeah,
How loud is Bale?
this is
Where's it-
important to our immersion.
Where's my D10?
Oh lord, how many decibels?
This isn't a character question you already had considered?
Okay, he rolled a 6 out of 10, so he's a 6 out of 10 loud.
That's
The
quite a
walls
normal
are
Bale.
pretty thick because they know what happens at inns when they built it.
Good, they're wise.
Yeah,
Just like Bale.
this inn, like the ale and like the proprietor, is short and stout, and the walls are thick.
Thick walled, like the proprietor.
Thick walled.
I don't like that.
Anyway, well, the urchins are gonna go to bed.
They're gonna go to their bed in their room.
I think it's
and
safe to say
we
that
got
Bale
rid-
gets considerably less sleep than the urchins.
Yeah. Also, I just would
Yeah,
like to say that this, was you know, we wanted to help Bale out, but also we got him out of the room, so now we get all the beds.
Yeah.
Our purpose was twofold. One, I wanted to sleep in a bed. Two, maybe if Bale, like, gets some, he'll be less cranky.
I have heard that makes people less
You'll-
cranky.
We'll have to find out.
That
won't we?
seems to be the case from what I have observed.
Yeah. Bale's pretty cranky, so he probably needs to get laid.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Oh my god, this is really
So,
Dab urchins.
Urchin's out.
Bale, roll a Constitution save.
Okay, I'm pretty good at that.
He said.
Is what happened to Plum going to happen to Bale?
That is a 14? 14.
All right. You don't suffer any levels of exhaustion.
Nice. That's funny.
Fucked, but not all night.
Good.
No,
You
Bale
still
is
got a
just
full
as
8
if-
hours.
Yeah, you know what? You even still got a long rest. Like,
Good.
Bale just
Fucked,
has,
but not all
Bale-
night.
Bale just has
Yeah.
that much constitution, is all I'm saying.
Good. I'm happy
But,
for him.
Bale is a thorough lover.
When
Good.
y'all see him in the morning, his tattoos are like blazing.
Oh, excellent. Now we
Oh
know.
Christ! Oh no! You're like
Uh,
bursts into a fit of giggles when he sees Bale.
Oh, yeah. Felicity's like trying to hold it together, trying to keep a straight face.
I mean, he just looks at the two of you and winks. Yes.
yeah.
Did you have sex
Where's
with her?
Where's Gunloda?
Yeah, what is she?
Oh yeah.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
She'll probably wake up about when you wake up.
And Ashton's just
And she's like, yeah. Well, I'm going down for breakfast.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Defend the base.
And then
Alright,
she
good.
goes, and she gets dressed and goes down for breakfast.
Yeah. And
You know,
Bale just like,
I would say kind of like mid morning, like 8:30. Not super late, but definitely well past sunrise.
I mean, Bale will a little bit slower. He'll pull his boots on and head on downstairs.
only his boots.
Was he wearing his other clothes?
Listen.
Anyway, we're down
Well,
there
he
and
at
we're
least
waiting.
needed the boots off so he could knock them.
Yeah, I guess so.
Never, dude. Quick question.
Bale's a never nude.
Who
Yeah.
have your boots been on?
No.
Thank you,
No.
Dave. I appreciate you and Shania Twain.
Christ.
Shania Twain is a saint. Don't give me that.
Agree.
I,
want
I
to hear
don't know
a
if
word against
saint is the right word, but she. But
I want to
she
hear a
is
word against
treasure.
Shania. Our Lord
I
and
do-
Savior
I do
Shania.
like Shania. No, we're downstairs waiting on Bale, and if Felicity was able to get some coffee, she is looking at Bale over her coffee mug, like, yeah.
Yeah. There's a small breakfast.
Nice.
Mainly like breads and grains and coffee. 'Cause, that's what dwarves like.
That's fine.
And
That's what I like.
That's what I like. Yeah.
and I guess when the three of you are down there, Tordek will come up and be like, all right, well, are you gonna stay another night, or should I add? No, that's not his voice. Are you gonna stay another night? Should I keep your tab running, or you want to square up now? Either's fine. I mean, I know a lot of people are staying here pretty long term, so just take your pick.
Quick huddle. What are we doing? I mean, we need to get on, but
Hey, well, we'll need to find our way into the
We're
city,
going to
don't we?
keep going, but we can go see what's going on in the city, see if we can talk
Well,
our way in.
city's
Yeah,
closed,
something.
Cyril.
it's closed. Gunloda said it's closed.
Maybe we can get in. I don't know where else we should go.
I like the cut of your jib.
We could break in. It wouldn't be the first place.
We could probably find a way in. If not, we can always come back here.
That's true.
It's not that long of a journey, is it? Is it? I don't know.
How long is it?
How far?
No. It's like half a day from there, so you can go check and come back. If, worst case scenario.
All right,
I mean, but
Tordek.
you do also have like camping gear, so like
Yeah,
it's
we can
not
come.
it's not as good as an inn, but
All right.
it's
Yeah.
not really going to be a problem.
All right, Todek. We'll settle it up now, but I would be surprised if we do not show you our use your hospitality sometime down the line.
All right. Well, I always appreciate repeat customers. I still got a couple more casks of the Tordek Short and Stout that you seemed to like so much last night.
It was very good, thank you.
It was both short and stout. It was great.
That's how I got its name.
If you have a roadie, I would take one.
Oh, put it in your canteen, Bale.
Yeah, I think I might actually have some growlers.
Do you have a keepsake growler, and I'll bring it back for a discount.
Growler.
Growler.
Yeah, actually, yeah. We've got some merch. The owner really tries to push the whole Owlbear's Nest, owlbear stuff.
Fuck it. Bale wants a owlbear growler.
That's cute.
All right.
How much is the owlbear
add that
growler?
to your tab. That should bring up to looks like 3 gold pieces, 7 silver, and 3 copper.
All right. Well,
Bale gives him 4 gold pieces, and he'll get the urchin share later.
all right.
Appreciate it.
The rest is a tip.
Oh, thanks kindly.
All right, have a good day, sir. And he winks at Gunloda, and I'll see you again later.
How do you know?
What do you say, Cyril?
Oh.
How do you know? Is what Cyril said.
Oh, right, okay. Tara, I don't know why you're breaking up so bad.
Eee! How do you know? Did you hear that?
Yeah. We heard the how did you know that your re was cut off a little bit at the beginning. I
It's like,
think
"Eee!"
I think it might be cutting off the beginning.
Yeah.
I caught the end of a word there.
That's hurtful.
Oh.
I can't believe Cyril asked, how did you know?
That sounds like a Cyril thing to ask, though.
So weird. Well, because we'll be back, Cyril, eventually.
Bale and Gunloda, they had their they have an understanding from
Yeah.
last.
No.
They
I
talk-
mean, Gunloda's not looking for anything serious.
Yeah, neither is
Yeah.
Bale.
Yeah. No, I mean, no. Like when you said, you said you sit here later. It's like, yeah, maybe.
Nice.
I mean, it was good, but it's over. If you're back, you're back. You're back. But if you're not, you're not.
Yeah, I mean,
Well said.
I don't think she's emotionally attached.
no,
to
this is not a this is not a big.
No. No, definitely.
They had fun.
I mean, if you want your characters to find romance, we'll talk on the side and we'll see what we can add in.
No, thank you.
But
I want the urchins to find romance more than I want Bale to.
I don't want any of us. I want us to
You,
find
I'm
family.
only a
and
child.
friendship. Yeah, I'm busy.
you don't want Bale to find you a mom.
No. Noelle's our mom now, remember? Our potty mom.
What else on them?
All right, Bale and Noel, you heard the ship.
Oh,
Heard it
shit.
here first, folks.
Bale Noel.
Nail.
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 So I was gonna go
Noel-
That's what it
Noel.
is. Nice.
Well, Noel
It's
does
Nail.
have a link to the royal family, so
That's true. And you could adopt your favourite orphans.
Be royalty together. We'll all be royals, just like the Lord's song.
royal.
One of my favorite Lord tweets is she said she was in a taxi and that song came on and she's like laughing and then the taxi driver's like, "Oh, why are you laughing?" And she's like, "Oh, this is my song." And the taxi driver's like, "Yeah, me too."
That's pretty good. I mean, if I saw her, I would not recognize her. I don't know what she
Yeah,
looks like.
I don't
I
think
know
I
what she
would.
does.
Strange looking. She's extremely distinctive.
Yes, she is.
All right,
Yeah,
so
but
you make your way up the mountain. After a couple hours of walking, you kind of come across like a tent city Like it's a bunch of tents just kind of like pitched around outside like a large stone gate.
Mm-hmm. It's
There's
fancy as fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fancy as fuck. Outside of it, it's closed. Outside of it is standing there with her arms crossed, a woman with her head shaved and a purple dyed beard.
Holy
And
shit.
It's Dracosaurus.
and it's in front of her is like this dwarf man like kind of like pleading like, well, but please please my family is in there. They I need to they need me in there. And she's like, well, I'm sorry, but Grungron is in lockdown until we figure this out. I mean I can try and get money to your family if you've got any, but I can't let anyone in or out of the city. And he's kind of like got his like head in his hands, and he's like nervously like finger combing his beard because he's just like nervous. And he's like, well, I guess if you can get this money to them, like gives her like an envelope, and she's like, well, I'll do my best. And then like he goes, like just kind of like sits down, like head in his hands because he doesn't really know what he's gonna do.
Oh.
I mean, we're not gonna make it there in time, but
So it's a man with a purple beard?
No,
Wait. Now, your use of
It's-
pronouns is confusing the fuck out of me.
no. There's a man talking to the woman.
Gotcha.
Okay.
The man wants to get into the city,
But she won't let him.
but
The
she
woman
won't
with the
let him.
shaved head and the purple beard is like,
Okay.
Not for you.
Yep.
So the woman with the shaved head and purple beard is a guard?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
Cool. I get
yeah.
it now.
All right.
Sorry, did not mean to be confusing.
I'd like to approach that dwarf fellow.
He's just kind of like sitting with his face in his hands, like, oh, what a nightmare.
Excuse me.
You all right?
Yes, no, maybe maybe.
What's wrong? I saw you
Well,
trying to
my-
get into the city.
Well, my family's in there, and I need to. I was out working. I've got money for them so we can live, but city's on lockdown. The guard captain said she'll get the money to them, and I trust her, but Christ, what a nightmare.
What? So the city's on lockdown
Yeah.
for what?
Something appears to be starting fires and stealing people.
Starting fires and stealing people.
As far as I can tell.
Bale looks at Cyril and thinks of his vision of fire.
Uh-huh. All right. And this is a recent development.
Yeah, pretty recent. Past. I mean, the city's been shut for just 2 days,
2 days.
three maybe. I was gone for most of it.
For convenient timing.
Yeah, real.
2 days.
Well, so no one can get in, like, at all.
oh my god. What
No,
All right.
no one in or out.
Okay. Group message. Felicity will make Felicity will make
Discord message.
Felicity will make the gesture for when she wants Cyril to message her.
Have you told Bale what the gesture is?
No, but
No.
we'll bring him in. Don't worry.
We'll bring him in. Yes.
How are we gonna get in the city? Call Bale.
Yeah.
Pick up
You see-
Bale.
Does
You
Bale
see
pick
Bale,
up?
You see Bale's left eye twitch when he picks up. Like,
Hi, Bale.
Hey, we're talking about how we're trying to get in the city.
do you not think we should go off? We were just standing in front of this man, not talking.
We can move off a little
Yeah.
ways.
Best of luck. And
He's not really noticing. He's got his
Yeah.
head in his hands. Like,
how are we going to get in the city?
There's always a way in. We could investigate.
Yeah, we could. Okay, so we could try to talk to that intimidating lady.
He does not look that tough.
I said intimidating, not, you know. She just seems like she has a position of authority.
she does look that tough. I do want to say.
Bale would not admit that.
I know he would.
All right. Yeah, I'm just.
I believe it. I'm just saying. Right. So, do we want to try to talk to her and maybe get an idea of what's going on, or do we just want to try to break in?
That thing, Felicity, that you and I can do where you ask some questions
Oh yeah.
and I'll listen.
Right. You'll listen.
Listen, you say.
Yeah. He's a really good listener.
Yes.
You know, 4 ears are better than 2, Bale.
There'll be 6 years between us.
You can listen too.
Yeah, we can all listen.
8 with Copernicus.
But yeah. But I would prefer if maybe I talked.
Do
Let
what?
Felicity
I would
talk.
prefer if maybe I talked, Bale, no offense. Just, you know, get our story all straight in from
Very
one mouth.
friendly.
Yeah, we're friendly like.
Everyone really likes her.
I do not know what you mean, girl.
I mean, I like Bale.
No, yeah, that's not what we're saying at all. We're saying that people really like Felicity a lot.
Thank you.
All right, you go on and try what you want to try, girl. I'll stand back here and watch.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
so we're gonna go over there and excuse me, ma'am.
If you want to get to the city, you can't.
Oh,
It's on lockdown.
I hate her already.
I am reading her mind as they have this conversation.
She's just kind of exasperated by all the people that thinking that they're like she's like, no, what do they think they're another special case? Like she's just had to deal with this for like the past couple of days. Like it's not a good situation. She's stressed because she's also like, she's just like stressed out and she doesn't, you know, she wants the city to be open as much as everyone else.
right,
but-
definitely, yeah. Oh, sorry to bother you. I just, you know, we're not from around here, so I was just trying to figure out what all's going on, how to.
Well, something seems to be causing fires, taking people. If you know anything about it, I'd take any statement I can get, any lead I can get. We'll follow up on.
We've had a little bit about. We just came to kind of see firsthand, but
Well, if there is, I mean, I guess you might be here to see the ruins. Those aren't actually closed off, but it's kind of a trek around the mountain to get there. It's easier to go through the city.
oh yeah, actually, I was going to ask for directions about how best to circumvent it if it's closed.
She kind of, perks up and she's like a little bit more relaxed because you're not trying to actually get into the city.
Oh,
You're not
no.
trying to you're not trying to bribe her. You're not trying to plead. You're being reasonable. And she's like,
Aw.
I guess Cyril kind of like sees that she's like really grateful in her mind because like you're not trying to bribe her or anything. Like,
No, I would never.
yeah, no. I mean,
Cyril
Yeah,
will
but
message Felicity real fast.
Okay,
Don't try to bribe her. She doesn't like it.
thanks.
Bale messages Felicity. You can try to bribe her if you need to.
I'll take a rain check on that one, Bale. She says there's ruins.
Uh, yeah, there's it's what a lot of tourists seem to be coming to the
Oh,
city for.
yes, yes. We've heard about the ruins, that the city's lovely, but really we're all about research and
Well, the other
old
gate
things.
into the the other gate into the city is around by the old forge. You won't be able to get into the town that way.
Right.
Um,
And
but you will yeah, you won't be able to get into the town that way. That one's also on lockdown too. But if you want to see but if you want to see the ruins, you're gonna want to kind of take this path. And do you have a map?
oh, yes, ma'am. She'll pull out
Oh,
her map.
and then she kind of like points on like the map, like, oh, you'll go like around this. It's a bit of a long trek.
Right.
A star appears on our map.
Yeah, a glowing waypoint appears.
Excellent.
Yeah. Fast travel.
So you mentioned it's real popular with tourists. Have people been getting out there a lot lately?
Um, well, I haven't really seen many people on my shift. Today or yesterday. There may have been some before.
Right.
I did. There was another. Seeing your friend there. Remind me. There was another sea green fellow that was asking. Kind of rude.
Oh, really? I'm sorry.
Is Bale within earshot?
It's up to Bale, I think.
I think he must have been if he heard the thing about. No, he just sent a message about bribing all on his own.
True. Yeah. I was gonna say he heard about the other sea green guy. His eyes just get real mad.
Good. Hold on to that anger.
Yeah.
She kind of I guess kind of notices and like mentally takes note. Like you can see her eyes like dart that way.
Oh, and Seal knows that, and he says, "Bale, please do not be."
What?
She's noticing you be upset, and I think it's upsetting her.
Think happy thoughts.
Bale.
Think about Gunloda.
Bale just like then Bale just like turns his back on the two of them and looks the other way.
Yeah. Yeah. No, we'd love to check out the ruins. Maybe we'll catch up with that fellow. We're always looking for fellow researchers. Pick their brains.
There's I know that there were some dwarf researchers from the from the city, looking into them.
All right.
Maybe you'll run into them.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. You've been very helpful.
Yeah. Happy travels then.
Yeah. And we'll
Bale tosses her a lazy salute and they walk off.
all right. We'll fill Belle in.
Yes.
This is there's ruins, there's some researchers, there's some persons of interest who beat us here by a couple of days.
Oh, I don't think I said it, but I do want to mention that it is that there appears to be an old forge. That's what a lot of people want to see in that part of the city.
Oh,
Oh,
excellent.
before we walk off, I want to ask her what her name is.
Truckosaurus. Captain Truckosaurus.
What's the
Captain
name of the
Truckosaurus.
gate?
I'm Cyril.
Well, Cyril, good luck with your research.
Thank you. Okay.
What's the name of the gate she's guarding?
The East Gate.
The Nunya
Nice.
Business Gate.
That's my favorite gate.
The
That's
East
my favorite
East Gate of Gungron in the Zupater Mountain.
There you go. That's a good gate.
Okay. What time of day is it, God?
Midday, little after lunch. I'll say you stopped for lunch right before you got to this.
All right. Do we want
Nice.
to press on to the
Definitely.
ruins? We can't get to the forge, can we? Because it's inside.
It's not in the city proper. Like it's not part of the ruins aren't in the closed off area. Like there's the ruins are outside the actual city proper of Gringon. But there is a gate from the ruins to the city. So you can go over and explore the ruins, and there's another gate over there, but you can't. But it's also closed.
Okay. Well, let's start with the ruins then, yeah?
I think that sounds good. Yeah.
Let's look at for any particularly tall ones to start off with.
Yes, we're looking for a tower, probably. I think.
Well, you have to travel there, and that's going to take, I think, the rest of the day and a good time into the next day.
No, we're just gonna click on it on our map.
And I'm going to teleport.
Select yes,
Travel.
and we'll be there. That's how that works.
I mean, basically, there's not really anything to happen along the way. You're going to make your way, to the ruins area.
There's no like Draco Liches that attack us on the way.
Not here. Well, I really like the idea of a Draco Lich, and I'm not certain where I want it in the campaign, but not here.
God.
Well, we are only level 6.
What's that?
We're only level 6.
Yeah. All right.
Very small.
Well, that's about as far as I wanted to get for the evening. So we'll say you make it to the ruins, and we'll pick up there next week.
Hooray!
That was really great.
All right.
Okay,
Cool.
well, I will end the recording
Excellent.
Cool.
now.